Ooh, good morning. Holy shit. Hello, chat. Good morning to you. I think this is quite possibly the earliest I've ever woken up. Woken up? This is the earliest I've ever woken up for a live stream before. But you have to understand, it's very, very, very rare. I mean, the hype for this patch is absurd, you know? We're here. We're here. We're ready to go, you know? We're ready to get this 2.0 patch started, to start this new beginning of Wuthering Waves. And frankly, I'm just so excited. I mean, like, there's just no... The things I've heard, the things I've seen, the things I've witnessed. This is going to be a really exciting patch. I really firmly believe that this marks like a new beginning for Kuro. I've been seeing a lot of conversations around toxic positivity and all sorts of stuff. And to that I say, yeah, we love our game. But I think it's also fair to remember that we don't need to enter into a type of tribalism. We don't need to enter into a tribalism when it comes to games. There's no reason to be weird, you know? We can just hang out. We can just vibe. We can just enjoy games. We don't need to say that ours is better than others. We don't need to say that theirs is better than ours. We don't need to say anything, but just enjoy video games, because that's ultimately what this is all about. Video games is about having fun. You know, I think right now the gacha space is very interesting, and I'm sort of out of it. I've sort of pulled back from the gacha space, except for Wuthering Waves, because I just find that it's a game that just works for me, and no one needs to try to tell you what's better, what's worse, how things could improve, how things could not improve. I've been critical of Wuthering Waves in the past, not so much from a gameplay perspective, but more so from that music perspective, obviously. And I think those of you that are in here right now probably understand that that's what we're sort of targeting when we are, talking about this music. But ultimately, this is this channel is a place to celebrate video games, and to celebrate music, and to celebrate the artistic aspects of games. I think you'll find that most conversations that we have here are going to be much more serious, much more leaning on the things that we appreciate. And I think it's fair to be critical about something. But I think what most people lack an understanding of is constructive criticism. You know, this whole like toxic positivity word is phrase is so what it does is when someone labels something as toxically positive, that means that then that gives them carte blanche to essentially like tell you that this is a fact or a truth, and therefore you're automatically in a position of weakness. If someone says, well, you're being toxically positive, how do you have a meaningful conversation around that? You can't actively, you can't actively pivot against that without coming across as either A, defensive, or B, being toxically positive. So when someone says that to you, or and this is just Twitter bullshit, by the way, you're automatically in a position of weakness. And that's why you just don't engage. This whole like Kuro bot Genshin shill bullshit, it's just too much. And like you guys are better than that. We're better than that as people. There's no point on interacting with communities if all they do is just like spew nonsense, there's really no point. What I really would love is for us to really, yeah, I mean, I hope WoWo becomes incredibly successful so other gacha games stop with their predatory marketing strategies and renovate the overall gacha market. Yeah, I would love that. There's spoilers in the main chat. Yeah, it is content farming. You see that I don't post content for Wuthering Waves, excuse me, if it's not either like, you know, about the game in terms of its gameplay or about the music. I mean, I should stream it more, so I do plan when 2.0 comes out, we're going to be really busy. So I would expect very much to see me a lot more than you are right now. As the years have gone on too, like I've sort of, you know, I'm in like a sort of free what's it called? Free agent period when it comes to gacha games. I think I wish that Kuro had not done the 50-50. I wish that Kuro had said, you know, we have to trust that we're going to make money. And, you know, I wish that they would just be like, you know what, we've decided that this model is a model of, you know, that really is predatory, that really sucks and is unfair to our players. And we're going to go ahead and go against the grain and probably lose some money, which they've already done by gifting us characters and all that other stuff. Let's get rid of the 50-50. Let's make people work for the characters, but let's do away with that. And I'd love for Kuro to be, I don't think they're ever going to do it, but I would love for Kuro to be a trendsetter and in this gacha space and say, you know what, let's really try something, you know? Exactly like PGR Juan. Yeah. Of course it's a business. I agree. You used to make people work for it, though. If you look at the stats on Warframe, for instance, Warframe is still one of the most purchased games on Steam, and it's free, which means that people are buying stuff. I mean, I just can't imagine being a free-to-play player, and you pull a character, and you lose the 50-50, and then what? Then you're like forced. I mean, you know, then you're like, that's the thing. Like, we shouldn't be forcing people to play in order to pull a character. Now, I understand that the whole like FOMO system around it is, I mean, it's awful. I've come to terms with my own feelings on gacha this year, and gacha sucks. Like as a mechanic, it's just terrible. And you know, I've realized how badly I deal with FOMO. And I support Kuro financially because I believe in the product, and I that's why I do what I do, right? Like that's why I pull, because the characters are nice, the characters are good. You know, Camellia, I ended up getting her to be, you know, R2 or C, whatever it is, C2 Constellation 2. You know, and I honestly have zero regrets. But yeah, I have so much respect and hope for Kuro. If that's toxic positivity, if that's a Hoyo Hoyo show, if that means I'm a Kuro bot, then I accept that title. But I think we need to. I think we do need to step into like an acceptance of maturity. And I think that the gacha space lacks, especially in social media, which I know a lot of you are on, lacks maturity. I think it lacks like, it just lacks maturity. I mean, like we don't need to be farming bullshit. Like just stay in your lane, you know? I mean, don't engage in that shit. Don't engage with that shit. 100% banner is fucking amazing. All right, so they're spoiling the chat. So they're spoiling the chat. It's live? What? It's not 6 o'clock yet. Oh, fuck, you're right. It's live. Oh, no. No, it's not live yet. We still have 7 minutes. Yeah, already. This is a marked improvement already. See that melody? Da da ya da ya da 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 ya. We'll check out the web event after the live stream. Hey yo, what the fuck? Thanks, Bullet. Yeah, I have no idea what that number is on the left-hand side. How do I like the improvement rate of the game and the company? I like it very much. I really respect Kuro. I wouldn't say this was religious. This is, again, setting an atmosphere. This is like, it could be a religious music, but moreover, this is music, there's a, this music is a little bit too serene to be religious per se. Also, really nice touch there with the. Oh, look at that! I think as we're getting closer to Renacita. Oh my God, that's a cool little effect. Did you see this? Man, this melody's my. Yada 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 yada. My voice sounds deep. Yeah, it's because I just woke up. I've gotten 3 hours sleep. Yada, yada. That's really nice. Again, this is like ambient music. What I'm hoping for in this update is to really get some strong, rhythmic, melodic music. And I'm not gonna lie, chat. You know, the conversation around if Renacita looks too much like Fontaine and all this other stuff, I could see some similarities, but visually they're not the same. I mean, if we're talking purely like the fact that it's a place that's like Venice, sure, but Fontaine is much more French influenced, whereas Renacita is purely Venetian in its structure. Like, and maybe that's pulling hairs, but it's really not. I mean, this visually, yeah, okay, water's the similarity, but the architecture is much more Renaissance, you know? It's much more Renaissance style, whereas Fontaine was much more Art Deco 1920s style. You know, we also haven't seen, well, you probably have, some of you leak watchers. It looks much more like old Charlemagne. That's true. No, that's not stolen from Fontaine. Let's get real. Oh, you're an architect, Albert? That's cool. Trying to copy Liyue. But seriously, if you look at the design of the towers here, this is very much in line with traditional Italian architecture. I mean, I could say this is some Art Deco stuff here. You know, this sort of like, this has a bit of a 1920s vibe to it, but I really don't think that this is emulating or copying Fontaine. Also, truly, and I say this with no disrespect, I just think that we've seen this whale that is also like a travel. I mean, it's a little bit more creative when it comes to design. Yeah, this is very beautiful atmospheric music. I mean, very good ambient music with a through line of a slight motivic idea, which is cool. They introduced Carlotta's family name. It's Montelli. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's pretty Italian. Yeah, I can't wait to see what's going on here. I just can't tell you how excited I am for 2.0. We will be here on day 1. The balloons, the aesthetic. Hopefully, well, I don't want to say too much, but hopefully the map is pretty large. Do we know how... Well, never mind. Don't answer. So this is a 0. The leftmost is a 0, I've realized. The echo set's on the event. Oh, this is on the web event. What's up, Egon? How you doing? 1, 2, 0. My username came from a high school friend who used to call me Marco Meatball, and we thought it'd be funny to be a funny wrestling name. It's called Renesita. I'm really hopeful that glider is not region locked, but I have this distinct feeling it will be, which I'm kind of pissed about. Alright, here we go, chat, okay? We'll be talking about all this as we go through. It's beautiful. Hey, Haru. Music is super ambient, but very warm and inviting, welcoming, friendly. Here we go. Look at this. Under the gates. You know I'm hyped because I literally got 3 hours of sleep. Alright. Here we go. My subtitles on? Don't need them.
Hello， 各位漂泊者们，大家好，我是 Solan， 好久不见，欢迎大家来到明朝 2.0 版本前瞻特别通讯。今天将由我和明朝项目组的小伙伴们一起为大家介绍明朝 2.0 版本的精彩内容。首先，东策划，先来和漂泊者们打个招呼吧。
大家好，我是你们的老朋友东策划，很高兴这次又能和松伦哥给大家一起介绍游戏新内容了。哎，真是好怀念的感觉啊！自从我上次左脚先迈进公司之后，这么多年了，我终于又可以和松伦哥一起上节目啦。
哎，没事。
Also, the trees are a Tuscan descent.
是漂泊
Tuscan landscape, typical in Tuscany. These pines.
是的，感谢漂泊者们。明朝公测至今半年多的时间里
，Half a year, they've been really crushing it this year, bro.
过黄龙荆州和黑暗岸，与众多共鸣者相识，共同前行。在 2.0 版本中，漂泊者将抵达全新的国度黎纳西塔。
没错，黎纳西塔。
We're gonna see this a nation of independent city-states.
我们现在正位于其中的一个城邦拉古纳。
This is
在这里，
Laguna.
漂泊者们将经历全新的主线故事，一场新的剧目将在这里上演。2.0 版本
A tale like a play
是一个
coming to
内容
life on
十分
stage.
丰富的版本。除了新的主线的故事之外，还有全新
Man, I
的
want them to
共鸣
stick
者
this landing
超
so
多
bad, chat.
可供探索的全新区域，种类众多的新敌人与生态，大量新玩法活动。当然
If I recall, the Italian history also was individual city-states before they unified.
版本福利。
我已经迫不及待想为大家介绍。
那要不我们赶紧行动，我们先分头出发。
没问题，说走就走。
那我们走。
Laguna. That's really cool. What a cool Italian name too.
黎纳西塔有着深海之国的
The
别
land
称，
of echo.
这个国家
It's very
拥有
Venetian
特殊
here.
的
Look
深
at
海技
this.
术，在这里深海随处可见，坐的船是深海，银行的柜员是深海，甚至在街头
Okay,
表
this
演
is
歌舞
warm.
的也可能是深海。我们期望这些全
What
新
the
的深海能够给漂泊者们带来与
Why
众
are
不同
we
的体
in that?
验。拉古纳的人们普遍信奉
Holy
圣主，
God, look at that
喜欢
visual.
音乐与艺
Oh,
术，
wow.
他们会举办
Oh
狂欢
man, we're
节
gonna break the
表
shit
达
out
对
of
税
this.
主的
I'm
敬
gonna
意，
break this down once
让
we're.
戏剧和欢笑充满整座城市。这么说来，明是复苏在即，
Threnodian
世界危
seems to
机
be
四
awakening. That's
伏
what it looks.
而根据黑暗岸调查到的情报，黎纳西塔似乎从未受到明氏的侵扰，不知道这究竟是怎么一回事呢？
See you, one. Good to see you.
啊，好香的味道啊！
嗨，
哎，你什么时候过来的？
东策划，你怎么才来啊？我在这等你好久了。
哦来，快跟大家自我介绍一下吧。
大家好，我是明朝的接策划，欢迎大家来到拉古拉。今天很高兴在特别通讯中和大家初次见面。来，东策划，前面是拉古拉有名的餐厅，我们去坐坐吧。不用担心 baby， 这顿有
A lot of harp in
莫卡
this
你家
too,
族
which
买
is
单
interesting.
免费的哦。
A lot of
这
harp.
么好，天下没有免费的午餐吧？你是不是接了什么广告啊？
那肯定，还是要感谢莫塔尼家族对本次前
Montelli
面通讯
family.
的大
Okay,
力
so
支
that's
持。
Carlotta's
哦，正好
family.，
答应他们的广告时间到了。那么接下来我们先进一段广告，大家稍后再见。
然后再见。
Commercial.
Those are plushies? Yes, they are. No way. Those aren't just any plushies. Nope, they're not. They're more than that. Rena Seeker's beloved Echoes band, the Fool's Plushies,
The Echoes
will be
band.
rocking out every night at Carnival.
Carnevale.
Ready to get your
Really?
groove with our plushie DJs. Plushie DJs in the house. Rena Seeker Carnival.
Find strength, tenacity, and bravery. The festivities may cease, but the gladiator's spirit
Thank God they're
lives
using
on.
the British accent.
Experience the renowned morph painting, Hadrian's Gladiator,
Whoa.
at the esteemed Salotto Open Air
Salotto
Gallery.
Open Air
Join
Gallery.
us to unleash the indomitable power within. Be unstoppable. Rinascita Carnival.
Hungry for a late night bash? Look no further. Come to Margarita's restaurant, open 24/7. Our yummy pizza is always hot and ready to please.
Is that another?
Indulge in authentic oven-baked pizzas, or try our newest creation, the Pizza Tropicale. And with our speedy pizza oven Echo baking,
Man, these accents
your
are
pie will
terrific.
be
Is this
piping
another
hot in
Scottish
15
accent?
minutes. Order now and receive a special Carnival-themed baking pan. Ding ding! Delicacy rules. Rinascita Carnival.
A masterful photographer is like a rare aromatic cup of Carnival blend. They capture fleeting moments, freezing the essence of joy in time. The Raguna Pioneer Association has invited CMOS, our esteemed echo photographer, to immortalize the magic and mayhem of the evening.
CMOS.
And in exchange for his expertise, a steaming cup of rich coffee-flavored developing solution will suffice. Record the world. Rinascita Carnival.
Feeling like the Carnival won't be enough for you? How about a water extravaganza every day instead? Meet Tub Pup, your new echo friend for bubbly fun.
What?
From bubble baths to water massages and catching shows while you soak, you name it. Montelli Quarter's very own Tub Pup is here to turn your baths into rave time. Bubbles for all. Rinascita Carnival.
What am I looking at?
Gather round, esteemed ladies and gentlemen, for the grandiose celebration of Rinascita Carnival is upon us. Do grace us with your presence. We eagerly await your arrival. Oh, and please don't forget to bring along your own mask. Endless fun calls. Rinascita Carnival!
Nice, okay.
耶耶耶耶耶耶耶！黎纳西塔狂欢节，这狂欢节大有来头啊！
那必须啊！狂欢节是拉古拉人最重要的节日之一，会有彻夜不息的假面舞会、佳肴，以及永不停歇的音乐。
So
但
Raguna
其
is
实
based off
拉
of
古拉的
Venice.
狂欢节已经中断多年了，直到今年才重新开始筹备。
中断，那究竟是因为什么中断了呢？
这个嘛，就让下面这段视频来解答你的疑惑吧。各位漂泊者，尽情欣赏明朝2.0版本
Oh, here we go,
动画本
baby.
片。
2.0 story cinematic. Look at this fucking whale. Holy shit. Oh my god, that is clean. Oh! Oh, that's the pizza squirrel. Oh my god.
Montelli, this push for the Carnival. You invite history to repeat itself.
Lady Thessalia,
Mozart.
holding the Carnival is a wish we Montellis share.
Oh my god, look at this thing.
The divine envoys must not be defiled.
Oh my god, this could be opera. Holy shit.
We risk disaster like that of 10 years ago.
Uh-oh. Oh
Are the
shit.
Montellis truly prepared to bear the
Oh shit.
consequences?
You worry too much. It is known to all that the Sentinel is a god of peace and
Oh my god, it's
mercy.
Mozart. Oh my
we
god.
only seek to carry on the festivity in honor of their name.
You Montellis risked tarnishing the Order's doctrines for your own greed. Your obsession for material gain has corrupted your vision. Mark my words, your obstinacy
It's got
will spell disaster.
Yeah, Mozartian.
We regret that we cannot accept accusations without merit. Look at the people. They've adhered to the rules, but anticipation burns in their hearts. Joy has been denied in this city for too long. The people yearn to see the laurel descend from the skies and once
They
again
really
hear
composed
the
this.
Sentinel's voice.
This is like
Reverend Price.
Sentinel looks
Should
like a
we
whale.
not answer the
The Sentinel's a
people's wishes?
whale.
Price!
To build land envisioned
Oh boy.
by our Sentinel, we must walk the path
Harpsichord.
they set for us. Thus, Raguna shall assist in welcoming guests from all corners.
Hey, look at this fucking dude.
Those rare souls who dare to ride the Wuthering Waves.
Henceforth, the stage is
Wow.
set and curtains drawn. Ah, traveler from distant shores, what role will you play in this revelry?
Oh my god, gorgeous piano entering. Hey, what? Oh. Bro, that's the
I've been waiting for an eternity.
哇，好热闹啊！
bro。
这次出场的新角色好多哦。
在2.0版本的全新故事中，尼拉西塔的多方势力都会出场，比如临海修会、愚人剧团。
They cooked with that music, by the way.
有种多方势力暗流涌动、针锋相对的感觉呢。
是的。
If that's the type of music they composed for 2.0,
他们自称是
holy
税族的人
shit,
间代表
bro.
另外，拉古拉还有
That's straight up
深远的家族
classical
文化
music, bro.
以此为代表的就是斐萨涅家族和莫塔尼家族。愚人剧团则是四处巡游的民间剧团。对于他们的来处
The Fool's Troop, I
先
mean,
小小
that's
地卖
the
个关子
comedy dell'arte.
除了这些新势力，一直藏于暗处的残星会似乎也会在伺机而动。
Yeah.
漂泊者和阿布能否再次粉碎他们的阴谋呢？那么关于2.0版本的全新故事，请大家通过2.0版本全新 PV《昼梦盛宴》来进一步了解
What?
吧。
Another trailer for 2.0? Wait. They have a whole song called At the Carnival? Holy shit, they cooked to this music, bro.
Come one, come all, hearken to the call, the celebratory echoes of our grand carnival.
Oh my god, they cooked.
The magic fire show, with fireworks in tow, the night sky all aglow. With elegance and charm, exuberance and glee, there's nothing that can stop our wild whimsy. There's no need for alarm, as we dance joyously to the beat of our
my god, look at this. Hey, there's that verse. Oh my god. Whoa, what is going on here? Look at this. Oh man! This fucking dragon, dude. Man, I can't wait for Carlotta. This is a syncopation.
And as we serenade, our characters portray this masquerade. Come with us to a place that's far beyond.
Whoa!
Tonight, rejoice along to our jovial song. So celebrate, we know you have a party.
Oh, narwhal? What the fuck? Oh my god, bro. I'm living for this shit. Oh!
狂欢的氛围拉满了。不过这张 PPT 就是隐藏了非常庞大的信息量。我们究竟从哪里先开始讲好呢？不如就先从 2.0 会跟漂泊者接触的两位全新共鸣者。来，最初的话跟大家先介绍介绍吧。
好的，那我们来介绍一下那个克莱塔吧。她是莫塔尼家族的二小姐，表面上她是位优雅的投资人，但暗地里却在为家族处理着不可名说的麻烦。
没记错的话，她是我们第一位使用
First five wielding pistols.
是的，克莱塔是一位使用配枪作为
Glacio 5-star resonator.
共鸣者。在设计这个角色时，我们围绕着他的人设、性格以及他最核心的元素
God, she's so classy.
进行了前期的整体设计。克莱塔作为莫塔尼家族的二
We can't get rid of the Kuro white hair, can we? Gray hair in this
因
case.
此，在进行他的战斗动作设计时，我
Oh
们
my
融入了较多
fucking
优雅的舞蹈元素。克莱塔的共鸣能力与宝石相关，
Gem
他在战斗
bullets
中可以使用共鸣能力生成枪。
Oh,
以及
look how
造成
clean
惊
that
吓效
looks.
果与冷
Oh
震撼
my god.
相对的，在克莱塔的战斗特效中，我们融入了大量璀璨的晶体，如同碎裂四散的宝石，折射出耀眼的光芒。当克莱塔释放共鸣觉醒时，画面中会出
Oh my
现
god,
一面
they've-
射其自身的镜面。这一点其实与他的故事有关。至于故
Ties
事的
deeply
内
with her
容
backstory.
就
That's
敬请大家
cool.
期待喽。与此同时，2.0 版本中即将上线的全新
Hyper
新配枪武器10与5，
That's
同样采用了
what
大
a
量的宝石
sick
与冰
weapon,
晶设
dude.
计。我们希望把这个全新的武器能够与克莱塔的风格相互呼应，相得益
She's so
彰，希望
classy.
大家喜欢。
I love that black
克
ribbon
莱
on her
塔的
arm.
枪体术配合他的宝石能力，战斗表现真的是华丽而又优雅呢。不过我刚才在 PV 当中，除了克莱塔，好像也看到了一位不苟言笑的小女孩。不如接下来你再给我们介绍一下这位新的共鸣者吧。
好的，好的。在2.0版本中，率先登场的还有来自
Rocha,
愚人剧
Fool's
团的洛
Troop.
克克。
Okay, so she's like the sort
在
of.
剧团中，洛克克
She's
是
the
一位即兴喜剧演员。
Yeah, this is the
通过
comedy
将高难
dell'arte
度表演
style.
融入到战斗
The
之中，
comedians.
释放共
She's
鸣技
probably
能，
like
还
she's
将
probably
制
like
造
a
小型
Zerbineta
变动
style. I
大规
wish
模
they'd call her
剧情为
Zerbineta
队友
honestly,
提
but
供
sorry.
巨怪的效果支持。然后这个效果就算在中途切换共鸣者的时候，洛克克所提供的依然可以被队友
Oh,
所
she's a. Oh
洛克克
man,
和他
she's
的搭档箱子怪
an off.
佩
What's
洛
it called
合
when you
作非常
switch?
默契对抗敌人时，二者的动作
She's an
就如
off
舞台上精彩的表演。
佩洛好
off-fielder.
有趣啊！不过我看洛克克的武器好像是佩戴在佩洛的手上哎。
没错，虽然洛克克使用臂铠作为武器，不过用拳头狠狠揍敌人这件事情，佩洛似乎更加擅长。在2.0版本中，全新的五星臂铠悲喜剧也将和
Tragic
漂泊者
comedy. Okay, that's
这
a
款臂铠
choice.
采
I
用了
don't
不
love
完
that
全
name.
对称的
That's
设计，
that's a
不同的
weird
面
name.
具
They're
与
trying
洛
to
克
they're
克
trying to
的
merge
身份
the
相似
concept of the masks, which I get.
看样子这次的武器
The
设计都
masks,
是充
you
满
know,
了满满
sadness,
的黎娜
tragedy
斯
and
卡元
comedy.
素啊。
It's the
既然我
staple
们来
of
到了一个
of
全新的国
sort
度，
of the
那是不是
theater
应该
troupe.
还有一些？
当然，在2.0版本中，我们还会推出一套全新的4星锻造武器
Ooh,
诗与乐系列。
poetry
同时
and，
漂泊者
Pion.
们通过完成版本中的任务，还能
Call
获
of
得
the
一款
Abyss. Players the
全新的
opportunity to
4星
obtain the
概
new 4-star rectifier.
这样还差不多嘛，不错不错。
I like
好
the
了，
the
在这里
jade
坐了
color.
这么久了，我们一起活动一下吧。我可是听说拉古那有不少值得看一看的地方呢。
Stunning sightseeing.
好啊，我们继续逛吧吗？
This was one of a lot of people's complaints about how drab 1.0 this first one long region looks. So let's see. Let's see how they improved on their environmental storytelling. They have a chance to innovate here. I really want them to... Oh. No one can say this is ugly. Okay, this is something we've never seen before in any type of game like this.
Wow.
Now that's fucking gorgeous.
仿佛在梦境中一般。
Cooked.
这地方叫什么来着？
这里就是婴儿水镜，是
Nimbus
2.0 版本
Sanctum
即将上线的新区域之一。
之一的意思就是
One of
是
the
的，
areas.
在明朝2.0 版本中，漂泊者们将踏足婴儿水镜在内的
eight
全
new
新的
areas
8个新区域。关于这些全新区域的信息，就请漂泊者们收看拉古纳地理博览。
Raguna Geographic? That's funny. Accordion, baby. Very quirky, playful there. Nice alternating melody there, huh? I love this rainbow hue that we're getting there. From the, must be from the effect of the cloud cover, Nimbus. Very bouncing waltz sort of dance quality there. Elden Ring? Okay. That's a little on the nose. That's a little on the nose. That shit straight looks like the... What the fuck? Dude.
哇，这么多全新区域，探索起来一定很过瘾。不过感觉每个地方的距离都很远，还有很多纵深很高的地方，不知道到时候跑图起来会不会很折磨啊？但是话又说回来，在刚才的视频里，我看到漂泊者是不是也获得了全新的跑图能力啊？
你抓住了重点哦，畅快无负担的开放世界探索和战斗体验。
For
一直都是明朝希望给
unrestricted
漂泊者们带来的
combat
体
and
验。
flight, yeah,
从
okay.
奔跑不消耗体力
Unlimited stamina
自
for
动翻越
running,
障碍
automatic obstacle
垂直
crossing,
增强
wall
保护
dashing. It's one of the best parts
到
about
后来
Blue.
1.1版本陈肖山的月线器，1.4版本中的银梦塑形与冲刺攻击，好像在陆地上我们已经做了很多文章了，但是对于尼纳西塔广袤的地域来说，这还远远不够。所以，这是我们将目标瞄准在了水陆空中的空。
All right, let's see how this aerial movement.
漂泊者们的盘古中
Yo, look at these rolling fields. This is, yeah, that's cool.
翱翔，使用翱翔在天空中快速穿梭，抬升飞行高度，配合上
It doesn't look
高
like
天迅驶。
It doesn't look like there's like a mechanic in terms of.
可以在空中自由的翱翔了。
It doesn't look like you have to hit like a glider or something.
尼纳西塔的特有深海
What I mean is an airflow.
尼纳西塔作为
He started from
深
he
海的
had
作
didn't
用
have
已
a
经
ton
融入
of
在人们生活的方方面面了。比如漂泊者可以
Wing Ray
高天迅驶，在空中飞翔
What
轻松抵达看似触不可及的遥
Oh
远。
my god.
那看来在尼纳西塔，漂泊者在空中的机动性将会大大的提升啊。
是的，但是仅仅只有空中翱翔，这当然还是不够的。
Was that an echo?
海陆空中的海，我们也得安排上。
Sea exploration.
漂泊者可以邀请他人共同搭乘独特的深
A
海。
special echo. Oh my god, this is straight up Pokemon shit.
穿梭各种水域。
Oh my
甚至
god.
轻松垂直
Oh my god, this is pulled from Breath of the Wild with the Zora. That's
看
amazing.
起来我可以在水陆空都非常爽快的跑图了。那我是不是可以
So you could launch up in that Wing Ray Echo and then use your
没错。不过除了这些之
glider
外，
to
在
fly. Oh my
2.0版本
god.
中，漂泊者在某些特定的玩法中，还可以直接化身深海巨布偶，轻松的在各个平台高处之间跳跃，
What?
或用怪力击碎巨石，或是化身可爱的寂寞小姐，收集噩梦乌云，复原悬浮石碑，领取奖励，又或者与琉璃刀灵来一场速度与智慧的较量，躲避高速袭来的敌人。
That's
不愧是
cool.
深海之国
It's a
玩法
dodge
丰富不
trainer.
少嘛而且都和深海有着很
So
强的
they're
联
adding
系
some holograms that aren't just
但我
combat.
相信我
That's
们还有
cool.
其他类型的一些体验，对不对？
当然， 在2.0版本中，漂泊者还能体验到趣味十足的异彩化和寻梦之谜挑战的玩法。
OK，
说了这么多，都是开放世界的玩法，不知道2.0版本有没有那种更加酷炫、让我印象深刻的名场面呢？
那当然会有啦。配合2.0版本全新剧情的展开，我们也制作了特别的剧情体验。我们希望在剧情推进到关键时刻的时候，能够让漂泊者们更加拥有代入感。
Oh, she has a cute British accent. I love it.
Wall dashing seems to be the only option.
Oh my god, is that the music, bro?
Perhaps I can
Do you hear this shit?
The future of Rinascita.
That's the Shadowheart voiceover? Are you fucking serious?
And the Montellis will make sure.
Listen to this harpsichord with EDM.
Raguna will enter a new era united. United under the promise of our terminals.
Oh man.
哇，说的人好
That's Jennifer
激动啊
English?
真想立刻就把拉古纳跑个遍。不过话又说回来，这深海之国遍地都是深海。之前我们也说到，深海和我们的生活息息相关。那除了刚才介绍的高天训使、人工
I'm sure that wasn't the whole.
想必还有
I'm
其
sure
他
that
更多
wasn't the
种类
whole
的
set
深海
piece.
吧。
是的，
That
大
looked
家
like
也可
10
以在
seconds
我
of
们
it.
不久前已经上线的尼纳西塔深
All
海
right,
大收集
Echo
网页活
Fiesta.
动中，看到不少新版本将出现的全新深海。在明朝2.0版本，各位漂泊者将会遇到超过40种的全
40
新
new
深海。
echoes.
除了部分不可收集的公共深海之外，还有
Unequivocal.
25个可以被
25
漂泊
that
者
can be
们直接
absorbed
吸收的
directly.
深海。接下来，就让我们通过一段视频一起来看看他们都是什么样的吧。
What if Frolova is Carlota's sister? No, we'll do it after this. So these are all the echoes? Oh my god, they're so cute. What the fuck? Oh my god, they've really upgraded from... Okay, so the wolf we've seen before, obviously, so... Wow. What? A masked... Oh my god, look at the variety. Oh my god, these are hands. Look at the variety of these echoes. And there's your humanoid. We've had so much of these. And even the humanoids have slightly different variations when it comes to... Okay. Violin swords? Oh my god. Whoa, look at this guy with his cape wings. It's Selena. Oh, these are like royal court members. What the fuck is that? Oh my god, bro. These are the bosses, yeah. Damn. She looks like Ureli. Jeez. The music in here is absolutely nuts. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so fucking hyped.
满满的回忆，感觉曾经满世界捕获新深海的快乐又要回来了。
Oh my
还有最后大
god.
boss 也太帅了，我现在恨不得
That's a
立马跟他们
world
开战
boss
一场。
then. Oh my god, look
这
at
次
the
的4
fucking
个全新 BOSS 都
the
会和
Laurel,
全
the
新剧
Halo.
情中会登场的各方势力
They're tied to the
有着
new
千丝万缕
factions.
的联系。比如刚刚在视频
Sentry
中登场
construct right
的
here.
异构武装，其实是莫塔尼
It's
家
actually the
族
Vault
金库
Warden
守
of the
卫者
Montelli family.
而赫卡特，大
Hecate
家肯定都能猜得到了。
with
他
the
与
whip.
禅心会的会
Frolova, the
弗洛
Pharaxidius
洛有着密
overseer,
不可分的关
has
联
a close connection to
除了
her.
以上的深海
So
之外，
Frolova is from
纳
this
西塔还存
region.
在着7个
7
物理
nightmare
生
echoes in Renacita.
它们源自于一种特殊残像，
Born from a special test.
以我们熟悉的模样在拉古纳出现，
Raguna.
比如无冠者、辽昭之旗等等。
那他们和原本的深海有什么区别呢？
梦魇深海有全新的深海
Nightmare
技能
Echoes come with new echo skills.
技能效果和和鸣效果都与他们原本的样子有所不同。
I would
另
hope
外
so.
在 2.0
I
版
hope
本
they're
中
different.
5个新的深海和鸣效果
5 new
一起在
Sonata
呈现
effects. Okay.
太好了，说了这么多，是时候也给大家发一点亮
Something
晶晶的东西
dazzling?
了。
哎，
来为大家送上本次前瞻特别通
Get
讯
ready
第
is
一
the
个兑
code.
换码
The code is get
漂泊者
ready.
们记得领取兑换哦。在这说了这么多，我们是不是也应该前往下一个地方了？
哎，终于要去那里了吗？哎，松仁哥现在应该已经在那儿了吧？
没错，让我们现在就联系一下身在剧团的信使。接下来，漂泊者们将要前往的是
愚人剧团。
Fool's Troop. I wonder what that is. That must be where you fight the dragon, I would assume. It's on the back of a tortoise?
Hello， 漂泊者们好，我是 Solen。我刚开满了自己的翱翔能力，只用了3分钟就带大家来到了我们的愚人剧团了，哈哈哈！嗨，松龙哥，
This is giving me some Final Fantasy IX vibes here.
大家好，我是明朝的策划 Lichi。
OK， 想必接下来就由我们俩来给大家介绍 2.0 相关的版本内容了。
Yeah, I'm full. I don't even need more. I'm good.
版本即将更新的内容。
Let's see what we got working with here.
我准备了很多2.0的独家情报，都是他们没有的。
那我们话不多说，我们就赶紧给大家端上来吧。
那我先来讲讲版本活动内容。首先就是大家最关心的角色，2.0版本中换取活动另一种喧嚣和富彩做长影将率先开启。漂泊者们从中分别获取新的5星共鸣者科莱塔。以及5星共鸣者在前2个换取活动结束后，将开启新的限定5星共鸣者洛可可的换取活动箱中舞台和5星共鸣者的换取活动寒尽绝春生。同时，2个新的半星任务也将一同上线，分别是克莱塔的半星任务如果在一个家族和洛可可的半星任务今夜星光灿烂。与特定的共鸣者同行，去感受他们不为人知的故事吧。在探索体验方面，伴随着里纳西塔这个全新地区的开放，区域的系列活动千岛路书和潮星寻迹也会同步开启。漂泊者们跟随活动的指引，一定能在里纳西塔
Not my favorite mode, but that's fine.
除了这些，我知道我们还有很多漂泊者日常喜欢和其他的漂泊者一起游戏。在这一块，我们有补充什么样的玩法吗？
当然，这个版本为大家准备了联机的副本活动。虽然色彩
Co-op challenge，
漂泊者们可以和好友携手调查危险的画中世界，
使
用特殊的深海提供支援，一起尝试去击败强大的梦魇。
Wow, that's interesting.
另外，2.0版本当中，漂泊者们还将体验到
smooth and stylish combat events
极速追战、
John Victorio, no debt for old men.
前期战略双版。全息战略这个玩法也将在 2.0 当中得到全面升级。在里纳西塔开放的全息战略幻痛当中，漂泊者可直接挑战异构武装与无归的谬误这2个全新的 BOSS。未来的 BOSS 也会陆续收录到该全息装置当中，也就意味着以后的全息挑战就不用再到处跑了。
Without searching all over the place for the boss. Okay, interesting. 7-day login, Wuthering Exploration. Yeah.
我们物流的好伙伴
Friends from Lolo. I actually like that. It's cute.
回归哦。
不错不错。不过以我们的尿性，
There's always more to come.
不止这些吧？
唉，好吧，2.0 版本当中还将开启活动任务后
Dances for spring returns. So you can head to the theater and invite friends from Jinzhou and Raguna to enjoy the plays together. By spending time with them your own wishes, and a chance to claim.
共鸣者伞华的全新
哦，
什么闪华服饰
？New outfits for free.
也就是说，漂泊者们期待已久
New awaited outfits feature will finally be available.
是的，2.0 版本更新
后，
明朝的服饰系统将正式上线。漂泊者们可在角色系统里为共鸣者更换。
That is such a glorious outfit for Sanhua too. Look at that shit.
新服饰是可以通过活动
free to claim
限时免费领取的。
Oh my
大家记得
god.
按时参与哦。
This is the first one I've really wanted.
我们还将
Jinchi
推出共鸣者精希的
premium outfit set.
套装，
Okay, so the premium outfit sets will change everything.
歌曼舞，金熙为了迎接新春典仪，换上了一身
Because it changes the it must change the
色裙装，
the ult
也是为了
and
纪
yeah.
念与漂泊者最初的相会。
金熙太美了，我觉得漂泊者们看到这一身，一定会想起在尘嚣山与金熙共济风雪的相伴啊。不过
Let
感
MC
觉只有
change
金熙的服饰外观真心不够，真心不够啊，必须还有些其他的东西。
当然，金熙的服饰套装桃夭灼灼里还包含了专属的武器外观、头像以及肌履印章等。
Oh man, that oh man，
战斗特效也会有相应的变化。
这样才对味啊！服饰系统终于能和大家见面了，相信漂泊者们一定会很开心。
Yeah, I'm gonna need like 50 more of those to really.
那么以上，
等等，不止这些，我们还为大家准备了特别的福利。在指定时间登录游戏，
Into the game on
所有的
specific
玩家
dates and
都
players
将
all
从
across
邮件
servers
中
will
收到
receive asteroids in their
1600
mailbox.
新生的奖励。
1600新生，我就知道，不错不错，这样才对。说完了以上的新内容，接下来也和漂泊者们说说我们2.0
Optimizations
还有什么可以展开讲讲的优化。
Alright，
那就由我来和大家介绍一下吧。明朝的公测至今已经过去了7个月的时间，不知大家有没有在这7个月中与我们一同见证着索拉里斯的世界一点点的变得更好。
Alright, this is the part I'm
从
actually
1.0
most
开始，
extremely
我们
interested
都在
about.
陆陆续续的推进各项优化的落地。2.0 当然也是诸多优化调整正式上线的时候。首先，在剧情体验方面，为了让更多的漂
Made it
泊者
easier
能够
to
方
jump
便
straight
快
into
捷
the
的
new
体验
content.
新版本的内容，我们将开放前往
Feature
里
called
纳西塔
Next Stop
潮汐
Renacita
任务
that lets you head directly to the
简
main
单来说
quests.
就是只要完成
You
了
can head
潮汐
straight to
任务
Renacita
的第1章、
once you finish
第3
Chapter
幕，
1,
就可以
Act
通
3 through
过活
the
动
main
前往
quest
里纳
fast
西塔
track event
直接
panel.
体验2.0 版本的新内容了。
也就是说，新玩家和回归的老玩家们
Both new players
不
and
需要
returning
打
players
完
can start with the
所有
story
的
version.
前置
Ah, so
主
it's like
线
its
才可以
own
开始
little.
2.0的剧情，一上线就可以
That's
去
nice.
狂欢节了。
是的
I actually like that because
为了
then
让玩家获得新
you
角色
could go
后
back,
能更方
but
便地
it's
进行
like
养
a
成。从
like a
2.0 版本开始，
isolated
我们
story
更新
that
了
connects to it.
材料限时提前开放的功能，漂泊者们可通过索拉指南或角色养成界面前往，提前解锁新区域的养成材料。
Unlocking essential material in
就
advance.
选了男漂泊者，但偶尔吧也会想体验一下女漂泊者的视角，到底有什么办法能解决吗？
我们确实听到了漂泊者们对此的呼声。这次时装的2.0 版本优化也将包括
Rover
漂泊者
appearance
切换功能
shift.
更新后
Interesting.
大家就可以在设置系统里随时去切换自己选择的漂泊者
Okay,
了。
someone will really appreciate that feature, I'm sure.
日常体验方面，另一个漂泊者们频繁反馈的优化也将时装。
Synthesis on the go. Oh my god, praise
2.0 版本
be.
更新后，只要打开了终端界面，就可以进入合成系
Oh
统
my
了。
god.
同时，在
That's
合成系
so
统当中
cool.
我
That's
们
great.
新增了置换的功能。漂泊者可通过该功能，
哦
将多余的材料转化为自己所需的材料种类。
Oh
此外
shit.
还有活跃度任务的进一步减负。
Oh my
之后
god.
每日登录游戏便可以完成20点的活跃度任务啦。在世界探索方面，我们也进行了进一步的升级。
Was that any
在探索
material
里
can
纳西
turn
塔
into
的
what
旅
you
途中
want it to be?
随着
No,
玩家
I'm
探
sure
索
that's
度的
not
提
true.
升，不仅能获得翱翔
Okay, so
能力
the
的
more
强
you
化，
explore,
也将解锁
oh my god,
隐藏
benefits
的
for
区域内
exploration.
容。同时，基于丰富的深海之国玩法，地图与探索度也进行了进一步的便捷性优化，希望他们能够为漂泊者们提供更方便的探索体验。此外，主界面的沉浸模式
Immersion
也
mode
将在
to enable the
2.0正式
HUD.
上线。在沉浸模式当中
Nice
系统 UI 将会暂时的隐藏，给大家带来更沉浸的战斗探索体验了。
They did
最后
that very
我们也
quickly.
将针对声音上线一项全新
New
的功
feature
能
archive of
留声
melodies,
增藏。漂泊者们
where you
可
can
以
enjoy
在
the
里
game's
纳西塔通
soundtrack
过一位
across
特
all
殊的声台
versions
欣赏
through a
迄今为
special
止
echo in
游戏内的
Renacita.
所有配乐，还可以通过
You
它
can also
更
switch
换
the
背景
background
音乐
music whenever you
随
like,
时随地
enhancing your
享受
immersion of the
你喜
world.
欢的旋律。更细节的优化就不一一跟大家说了。届时，漂泊者们
Jukebox
可以在2.0版本的更新公告当中具体去浏览。从明朝公测至今，我们持续进行游戏各方面体验的打磨优化，经历了几次的版本迭代， 项目组收获了许多积极的反馈，这令我们非常开心。
正因为有漂泊者们的持续关注
You better make that
和认
glider
真的反馈
universal,
我们
first of all.
才能不断的优化游戏内容，打造更好的索拉里斯。有漂泊者们的支持，明朝肯定也必须越来越好。
谢谢大家一直以来的支持。
好了，光顾着说了，差点忘记了，给大家送上一份本
Off
次
we go
前瞻
is the
通讯的
code.
兑换码，大家记得及时
Off
兑
we
换
go
领取哦。
对了，松伦哥，这一次我还特意准备了一点小东西呢。
小东西啊，我最喜欢了，拿出来看看。
那就是当当当当，在拉古纳参与狂欢节的人们可都是得戴上面具的。
戴上面具，我最喜欢这种设计了。
Wait, we're not done yet? Man, I keep thinking. Whoa.
子弹跑，子弹跑，子弹跑。
Okay, we must be almost done.
Hello，
东老师，你已经先
Oh,
来
that was a
到
Persona
狂欢
reference.
节了。
I didn't understand that.
是
Sorry.
的，狂欢节快开始了，感觉拉古纳的城内也热闹了不少。真希望无论在哪个世界，都能和漂泊者们一起热热闹闹的开心玩耍。
说到这个，我们的创作者们也在为大家准备惊喜。明朝二创同人节目
Creation
索拉
program
逐星舞台目前正在积极筹备中，将于2.0版本内
Nice
与各位漂泊者们见面。来自全世界的
Creators from around the
创作者
world
将会共
will
同
showcase
打造
their amazing fan
二创
creations,
盛宴，涵盖
including
同人
fan-made
剧
music.
原创动画
What?
3D 舞台的各种精彩企划。
3D stage
我也很期待
shows
明朝的角色在创作者的脑洞里会来到一个什么样的平行世界呢？具体的播出信息
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see.
平台
It's, yeah,
请
you're right.
各位漂泊者们多多留意
Yeah, so it'd be like
后续的
Koyo Fair.
社媒信息。那么最后，让我们给大家送上今天
Final redeem
前瞻
code, Join
特别
Carnevale.
通讯的最后一个兑换码，大家记得领取
I don't make
哦
music. I
记得领
just
取哦。
talk about it
好了
and，sing
快乐
it.
的时光总是过得特别的快。以上就是本次前瞻的全部内容了，希望漂泊者们还算喜欢。
希望漂泊者们还算喜欢，相信漂泊者们应该会喜欢。
I'm really pleased with the music so far.
明朝2.0版本自《缄默野欢歌》将会在2025年1月2日正式与所有漂泊者们见面。我们将在伊纳西塔恭候大家的到来，让我们一起感受狂欢节的氛围吧。好，拜拜，
拜拜。
一定要
They're
来
crazy
哦
for doing it the day after New Year's Day.
一定要来哦。
Man, they cooked, as the kids would say. They absolutely cooked with this update. All right, let's Nice. I really like what I've seen. This is really impressive. I'll be I'm gonna reserve judgment until we actually get to the gameplay. Really, really pleased with everything I've seen today, though. Let's break this down, shall we? All right, so, oh boy, hold on.
费的午餐
故事，好吧。
谢谢漂泊者们。
So first of all, I mean, from an aesthetic perspective, I mean, there's a couple of things right off the bat. First of all, I love these NPCs. Second of all, the trees, very much Pines of Rome. It's just such like a Tuscan sort of little homage. If you look over, well, you can't because my head's in the fucking way. The architecture is definitively Italian, so it's really cool. Also, guys, I say this with the greatest respect. We don't need to compare it to Genshin Impact. Let's do better. I know the similarities are there, but like let's do better. You know what I mean? See you, Sierra. We don't need to compare it. We really don't. We really don't. The balloons, amazing. This whole like setup being the carnival is really cool.
明朝公测至今半年多的时间里，漂泊者们已经陪伴我们走过，我已经迫不及待想为大家介绍了。
那要不我们赶紧行动，我们先分头出发。
没问题。
Okay, so I noticed this right off the bat. This is very interesting to me because this reminds me of the Ponte Vecchio. They're like, it reminds me of not Ponte Vecchio, sorry, the Venetian sort of arches that happen. I don't think there's water underneath here, but the fact that like, you know, there's this quality here. This is all feels very much like Venice. You know what I mean? Also, this very much does give the old Charlemagne vibes from Final Fantasy XIV. I just said don't compare it to other games. I'm a hypocrite. I deserve to be flogged. So I think it's really cool that this is the jukebox echo, and we were seeing music notes and things and singing along to it. And there's clearly a flair for dance and music and, you know, celebration. This is also extremely Venetian. These elements right here. That's really cool.
希望这些全新的深海能够给漂泊者们带来与众不同的体验。拉古纳的人们普遍信奉睡主。
This is such a gorgeous. This is funny.
甚至在街头表演歌舞
Whoa! Did you see that?
也可能是深海水上狂欢节表达。
First of all, these are so cute. These echoes are so charming. Did you see this? Look at this. It's tentacle. I didn't see this before. It's kind of funny.
是深海。甚至在街头表演歌舞的也可能是深海。我们期望这些全新的深海。
So I'm wondering about this tub. I'm wondering what's happening here. Is this like just like a fast travel mode, like from point A to point B? Like, you know, what's going on here? Really, this throne is insane. And then also too, this was really interesting to me. So this is cool because what we get here is they're both frowning, but typically with this, so this is cool actually because there's one mask in the middle. This is it seems like an improvised and improved version on the tragic comedy, as it were, where we have the one mask smiling and the other mask sad, frowning, sad. This is very cool though with the top hat and the music notes here. I'm curious to know what this place will end up being, but the fact that music here is being featured in such a big way with the sheet music and the staff and the different notes and looks like this probably is nonsense. I would love for someone to sit down and play these notes and see what they are. But this looks like a Piazza San Marco, which is really cool.
喜欢音乐与艺术。
Yeah, this looks like, you know, so first of all, here's that guy that they mentioned in the advert. So I'm wondering what the connection will be, like how we'll interact with this character. It seems like it's battle related, but I can't really tell. But this is very interesting how they brought up the advert and then here he is right here. But then, you know what's interesting is that I just want to look at oh wait, I'm in a browser, that's why. Check this out. So Piazza San Marco. So I don't think it's that similar, but there is some similarity here. If we take a look at these images, my head's in the way. poopy. So this is Piazza San Marco here. You can sort of get some of it. I mean, obviously it's not quite as vast or as big, but there are some components of it. It's a bit of a reach, I guess, but there are some bits of it that are similar. You know, here's what I was referencing when I was talking about Piazza San Marco right here. So this is open a new tab. Sorry. Yeah. So if you take a look at this, can I zoom in? I can't. But this is that. Yeah, thank you. Apparently I don't know how to use Google. So this is what I was referencing. When we look at this image, it looks very much like this. There's a lot of similarity there. Obviously, again, San Marco is much more decadent, much more, you know, in this classic Renaissance style. But it's cool how this stuff is similarly placed. Just in terms of like the architecture. So we can see how the architecture here, it's obviously not as ornate, it's not as sharp, it's not as pointed, but the sort of borrowing is similar, which is cool. Seriously, you're gonna get blocked if you start just throwing around the please stop with the bait. Stop with the bait. This is also really cool because obviously this is your standard like gondola, very Venetian, and then here this is your classic Venice archway that we're getting here. Don't buy into bait, please. It's not worth it. If you're gonna come into a live stream with me, we're not gonna have these stupid ass comparisons. It's just no point on doing it, and we won't have it. We won't have it here. So please don't. Just call it toxic positivity. Where did I go? Sorry, lost my pass. Oops. All right, I'll turn around. Oh, it was all the way back here. That's why. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I find this to be really interesting too. Visually speaking, this is really cool. You know, I suppose there is some. This is its own little thing. I don't know if this is like taken off from a real world structure, but the whole concept here of the pillars, and again, there's the emphasis on water. You know, it's cool. It's pretty. The stained glass, we'll circle back to it. All right, I'm gonna skip these ads. These ads were fine. I didn't love this commercial.
Plushy DJs in the house.
Also, this voiceover here I wasn't crazy about this.
Rinascita Carnival.
But obviously, it's supposed to be like hammed up for a reason. I am curious about this, though. You know,
Hadrian's Gladiator at the esteemed Salotto Open Air Gallery. Join.
So Hadrian
to unleash the indomitable power within. Be unstoppable. Rinascita Carnival.
Hadrian's Gladiator. Hadrian's Villa. Oh, Villa Adriana. Oh, what the fuck? I wonder what the connection is. Hadrian's Villa. My villa. Roman Emperor Hadrian. Oh, there you go. Hadrian's Gallery. Salotto. Okay, was a Roman Empire. Hadrian was born in Italica, close to modern Seville. Hadrian married. I'm sorry. Let me do dark mode. My bad. Sorry. Early in his political career, Hadrian married Vibia Sabina. Okay, Hadrian energetically pursued his own imperial ideals and personal interests. He visited almost every province of the empire and indulged. Okay, so that's based off of Hadrian is based off of the Hadrian's Gladiator. Okay, cool. Gladiator, Colosseum. Yeah, Hadrian's Wall. Okay, cool. That's a cool little
Hungry for a late night bash? Look no
This is like Squirrel Girl shit.
Steamed Echo
pan.
Oh my god, they're using coffee. This is a copy from ZZC.
We're developing solutions.
Bait used to be believable.
Will suffice. Record the world. Renacita Carnival.
Slap bass with his stupid tub. I don't understand.
Feeling like the Carnival won't be enough for you? How about to water extravaganza every day instead? Meet
Also, I'm not crazy about that voiceover, but that's fine.
Pup, your new echo friend for bubbly fun.
Okay, I'm really trying to understand what the point
Bubble
of this.
baths to water massages and catching shows while you soak, you name it. Montelli Quarter's very own Tub Pup is here
Tub
to turn
Pup.
your baths into rave time. Bubbles
Pup. Okay.
roll. Renacita Carnival.
All right.
有来头啊！
All right, let's go back to this trailer then.
来解答你的疑惑吧。各位
Let's
漂
scope
泊者，
this out. Here we
敬
go.
请欣赏明朝2.0版本动画短片。
I mean, yeah, I'm not opposed to a sentient bathtub. So first of all, I just love this design, this sort of like whale. Obviously, it's importing goods and so on and so forth, right? We've talked about, you know. I love this visual though, and I mean, this is in and of its own such a creative move. Like if we're really isolating this, I mean, even just the detail on the ribbing here, but the way that they move is really great. What I like about this particular trailer is that this trailer really showcases the duplicity of this world between the brightness of the Carnivale and of course the dichotomy of that. And I'm hoping that it won't be your standard trip. Now I know I trust Kuro because Kuro, you know, typically does revolve itself around a dark story with Punishing Grey Raven, of course. So my hope with this is that we're really going to lean into you know, first of all, my desire is that they will spend less time world building and more time just placing us. Sorry guys, it's what time is it? It's 7 a.m. But still, I got up at 5:30 and went to bed at 2 because I'm an idiot. Don't do that. Don't do that. One of the cautionary tale. One of the really interesting things to me is that Kuro knows a dark story. Like that's the, you know, having it be so concentrated with their other game. My hope is that we're really going to see a sharp dichotomy between the brightness and then the darkness. My hope is that it's a very sharp juxtaposition, which will make this so much more interesting, I think, and so much more thematically fascinating to explore. I do hope that we spend less time telling and more time showing. These games in general have an incredible problem with overabundance of telling. And I'm desperately hoping that one of the things that Kuro does in this particular update is really thrusts us into the, not action, but thrusts us into the circumstances around Renacita and Raguna here with really putting us in it right away, right? Yeah, no, it's definitely dark for sure. I mean, this is such a nice, interesting visual. Obviously, we get the pizza reference again, the really thrusting us into this Italy landscape, of course. Hopefully, there's no pineapple on this pizza. Yeah, so this soundscape is really interesting to me, guys, by the way. This that's a really cool musical idea. So what I really appreciated this is that the composers actually went ahead and created a fictional classical music that is not based off of real classical, like, well, no, I shouldn't say that. It's not, absolutely not true. It's based off of classical music, but they've created their own version of it, which is amazing to me, because what that means is that classical music is alive and well, because we literally have you have composers creating classical music seemingly out of nothing while referencing, you know, or paying homage to, this sounds quite a bit like Mozart, but it also has a little bit of Verdi in it. These are minutia that most people are not going to pay attention to. That's why you come to me. You know, not that I'm perfect at it, but like that's very much a Mozartian movement. I'll put this squarely in the early classical time period, rather than being in the bel canto time period, which came a bit after. Sort of, it was bel canto time period in opera was closer to the romantic time period musically. It doesn't matter.
Montelli.
Yeah, that whole thing is super in line with Mozart.
This push for the Carnival. You invite history to repeat itself.
That too. So that resolution, squarely Mozartian, which that's like classic Mozart movement. So I find that interesting because obviously Mozart's interesting to me because he's born in Austria and he's very much a German composer, but because he also works with Da Ponte, one of the most famous librettists of the Italian era, of the Italian landscape. There's a lot of crossover, and they work on several pieces together. I think it was Le Nozze di Figaro, Don Giovanni, and Così fan tutte. Those are the Da Ponte 3 with Mozart. And then obviously Mozart's got his other stuff, and there's the German stuff with Die Zauberflöte and all this other stuff. But so I find it interesting that even though Mozart is very much a Germanic composer, Austrian composer, and a lot of his pieces are in the German language, here we do have music that lends itself to this quintessential. Let's rewind. Just like, this is so cool to me, guys, because they literally are just taking Mozart and throwing it like their own rendition of it on top. Listen to this movement here. It's like so brief. We're talking like minuscule. Like I'm like fine tooth combing through this entire thing right now, right? But this is so exciting.
Holding the carnival
there too. And also you have to understand that sharp rhythm is showcasing the beauty of the Carnevale, right? That's the other thing that's really awesome about this. I'm really impressed. I mean, like, no, that's cool.
Is wish we Montellis share with the people.
The divine envoys must not be defiled.
And this is also Mozartian. That could also be Verdi in terms of his compositional structure. I also think it's really interesting that this is the music that's playing here, because if you think about it, we're dealing with aristocracy and we're dealing with government. And having Mozart, now obviously we're also tempering this scene with the child and the wonderment of this whole thing, right? And so that too, it's interesting because they could have gone with any kind of music here. But instead they chose to go with something that's very, very in line with this discussion. It's a very heated debate about whatever. I haven't been paying attention to the text. Hey guys, welcome in. We're just breaking down these trailers and talking about this update. No glazing and no toxic positivity.
Should your reckless actions anger the Sentinel, we risk disaster like that of 10 years ago.
See, and that's a really interesting, fun shift there. As her face, obviously, and it almost seems like it's almost like a we see this Echo, well, this robot, almost like it loses its this Frolovian. It's almost like a zombie infection, where we're getting Eine kleine Musik. Yes, that's really it. Yeah. That's you took the words right out of my mouth. I couldn't remember the piece. There's definitely some Eine kleine Nachtmusik there. Hey, so what I find really cool about this whole sequence of events here, and we'll break it down even further, is that we do get this sort of almost like losing it's losing its it wants to protect these people maybe, and there's there's a loss. I also think that this is actually a reference to 10 years ago, because they're talking about, are we really wanting to go back to what happened 10 years ago? So part of me is actually thinking that this is a flashback while the families here are discussing this event. So what we're being privy to is seeing the event as it occurred 10 years prior, in my opinion. I don't know if that's actually factual, impossible to know, but I find it interesting that this is essentially like a zombie outbreak, and Frolova is able to sort of manipulate the mind, but it also seems like the mind, there's like some desire to resist it and not be able to, you know what I mean?
Are the Montellis truly prepared to bear the consequences?
Also, there's something so powerful about using and retaining the classical music structure and soundscape while also depicting tragedy. This is your classic, in opera it would be like, well, it's essentially, regardless of opera, it would be like a denying expectation. And it's an amazing thing, because what we end up with is we still end up with the structure of nobility and poise and classical music has this quality about it that's very clean and very, upright and very elegant and very, luxurious and responsible. I'm looking for a specific adjective that I can't think of right now because it's so early, but there's a feeling of poise, of being gathered. And juxtaposing it with the trauma of this sequence is absolutely a stroke of genius.
Disaster like that of 10 years ago. Are the Montellis truly prepared to bear the consequences?
So we have the screams.
You worry too much. It is known to all that the Sentinel is a god of peace and mercy. We only seek to carry on.
Juxtaposition with these guards running. First of all, the visually stunning to see these guards be like sort of angelic protectors of the region, right? That coupled with the dichotomy of being running away or pursuing this thing that's being infected by Frolova is really awesome.
On the festivity in honor of their name.
You Montellis risk
and then see now the guy stands up and you Montellis risk tarnishing the order. Classic musical violence in there, musical shifts of agitation. He kind of sounds like Thancred. I would be surprised. This guy?
Mercy. We only seek to carry on the festivity in honor of their name.
It's a little bright for Peter Brumhill, but I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't, because it does have a little bit of the Peter Brumhill lilt, yeah. If they have Jennifer English and they've already got Karina, that would make sense.
Risk tarnishing the Order's doctrines for your own greed. Your obsession for material gain has corrupted your vision. Mark my words, your obstinance will spell disaster.
What a cool thing. Bum, bum, pyum, bum, 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 ba bum, right? That's the big musical shift. And this is a cool little thing because it goes super in effect when this sort of scrim or umbrella kind of tilts down and we have a nice music. That's when music really just works unbelievably well with visuals.
We regret that we cannot accept accusations without merit.
Oh, yeah, that's Peter Brumhill. that's 1,000,000% Peter. That is exactly Peter. Thank you for bringing that up. That is Peter 1,000%.
Look at the people. They've adhered to the
Phoebe
rules.
Here.
But anticipation burns in their heart.
Yeah, that's Peter.
Joy has been denied in this city for too long. The people.
So you see how now we're talking about joy and and connecting us with this landscape and wanting to bring back peace to the world. And a piece of this region anyway, and then you have brightness again in the music. Thanks for the raid. I appreciate that so much. Thank you.
Yearn to see the laurel descend from the skies and once again hear the Sentinel's voice. Reverend Primus, should we not answer the people's wishes?
See, and this is again reverie. Bum. This is joy. This is excitement. This is a celebration. That's all about, like, you know, just excitement. That's classical music's version of bounding energy. You see this a lot too in sort of festive moments. There's actually a scene in Macbeth that's but that's Giuseppe Verdi. When he wrote that in the galley years in the 1900s and the 18 I can't remember the year, but you usually get this with banquet sequences where it's like, come on, let's throw a party, and there's this bright, you know, sound quality.
Prizes. To build the land envisioned by our sentinel, we must walk the path.
See, and this is interesting because then when we get introduced to this person and the sentinel, we get a big shift here with the harpsichord. It almost feels like there's organ underneath, but I don't think so. Yeah, there's a real emphasis there of that's where the danger comes into play.
Our sentinel, we must walk the path.
And it's just big chords, right? Bum, 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 bum. Right, that's the underneath there.
They set for us.
And then we get really fast movement because that's this moment. This moment is a big deal where we like sort of are balancing out whatever responsibility the scales are trying to indicate to us. This reminds me a lot of Ara from Freerun, actually, funny enough.
Thus, Raguna shall assist in welcoming guests.
See, now suddenly we're out of the classical period, and it sounds like we're actually in the romantic period, as they're saying that they're inviting guests and so on and so forth. Now we have this dark undertone as we are inviting the resonators to come in. Suddenly there's danger in the sound that's very not classically based.
It's from all corners, including...
Well, it still is, but...
who dare to ride the Wuthering Waves.
So it sounds like they're inviting resonators in, so they're outsiders, but I'm trying to understand, well, we can't understand it from the trailer, but hello? But Frulova here clearly is some sort of puppet master of this area, and I have this distinct feeling that her and Carlotta, they have the same hair color. I'm wondering if they're not related, because they say that she's the second sister of the Manili family. But yeah, you're right. There is a maestro element here with this conductor's baton, as if you will, and that's pretty interesting to note because she's really sort of the Montelli family thing. She's the orchestrator of this.
Henceforth, the stage is set and curtains drawn. Traveller from distant shores, what role will you play in this revelry?
Yeah, you like this? So through that movement here musically of the nice big banquet, we get the and this is classic. This actually is more akin to Offenbach, where we think of the can. Now, obviously, it's going to go back into the but what really comes across here is just the fantastic buildup of the piano into this yeah, it's cool. Man.
I've been waiting for an eternity.
I have a feeling that might be that. Well, I'm just guessing, but wouldn't it be crazy if that was that Lucia character that sort of started this whole thing? all that to say, like, I mean, what an incredible... So this is huge. I mean, this is a huge deal. Musically, the Sentinel, most likely. Yeah, that makes sense. Actually, it makes much more sense. I have to say, well, but that's probably whatever character is saying that to... Yeah. I think this is a huge leap. Like, even this is insane. I'm really excited. I'm just excited. It really seems like they have created their own like language for their music and taking inspiration from a real classical element there. I didn't love everything I heard. I mean, the beginning stuff here in the background, I wasn't crazy about this. Like, this is...
Hello， 各位漂泊者们，大家好，我是 Solen， 好久不见，欢迎大家来到明朝2.0版本前瞻。
我已经迫不及待想为大家介绍了。
那要不我们赶紧行动。
I bet you that's like the regional soundtrack.
我们先分头出发。
没问题，说走就走。
那我们走。
黎纳西塔。
But I mean, it's nice. It's fine. And then okay, let's Now let's go to the... So this caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting this sort of like, you know, I'm not going to really break down the lyrics and stuff, but I like how we're emphasizing the carnival so much. And there's we again, carnival is a place, is a time period of brightness and of celebration, right? Also, I didn't love how this was mastered. It sounds like it's really far away. It's not very crisp in this particular video. Hopefully they have like an HD high quality version. Because it wasn't great. It sounded kind of far away and it had this muted quality to it. So I think something was odd there. Like, this is so cool. Oh, like, I hope this is made by the in-house team. I would be really pleased. Although, I wonder if it's not made by someone... I don't know.
Come one, come all, hearken to the call, the celebratory echoes of our grand carnival.
They're really clever lyrics, you know? What are the lyrics that says, come one, come all? I love how it sets up with the vocals, though, like this.
Come one, come all.
Yeah, come one, come all.
Hearken to the call.
Hearken to the call.
The celebratory echoes of our grand carnival.
And then it loops itself around. It's like, I think that's 4 measures. The grand carnival. It's so fun. It's like, you know, just be drawn into a world up there too. It's really cool. Your mom says it sounds like Christina Aguilera. I could see that. Yeah, there's a bit of an edge to it, which is really interesting. It's like pressing into the
Magic fire show with fireworks in tow, the night sky all aglow.
There we got our first look at Zani.
Be drawn into a world of magic fire show with fireworks in tow, the night sky all aglow.
She looks just amazing. What a cool, I mean, what an incredible outfit.
With elegance and charm, exuberance and glee, there's nothing that can stop our wild whimsy.
Yeah, there's a resonator. Do you notice this? First of all, we might as well stop and start as we go. First of all, the flight thing is insane. So I'm assuming up here is where the dragon's gonna be. First of all, I mean, like, yeah, this like city center. I love the tentacles here. They're coming. Oh no, these are tails. Excuse me. But also look at how they're being guarded here. It's cool how what's going on here? This looks like a guard standing, crouching or kneeling.
Fire show with fireworks in tow, the night.
Interesting light here. I like how we're constantly having these guys in the background. I'm sure it's just for effect, but I like how this is just like this pizza station and Zani's just here. I mean, this design is incredible, and you know, I've seen a bunch of fan art about it, but I like how I think she's probably part of the police force. It seems like there's like a police task force that she's a part of, and I think she's I mean, I'm really guessing that's what it is. Like, I'm guessing she's part of the, like, kind of the closest version to a carabinieri, which is the special police of, well, they're the police of Italy. I really like, she defies all sorts of Gunnar commentary. So this is the day-night cycle, it looks like. Hold on. Yeah, look at that. So that's really cool. So then we switch to night. Yeah, that's nice. There's an interesting little windmill scenario here. Look at this. Ooh. These purple hues. What's this? Why does it look like the faces? Did you see that? So this is interesting too. This looks like a place of worship, holding the vase. I mean, I'm reading into all this, obviously, but clearly this is like some sort of water temple or some sort of a place of worship. Also, the moon glow here looks like. So here we have a what's it called? A frequency, a tacit mark here, which is very curious to me. I wonder, this must be the Sentinel. It's got to be. So the Sentinel is this. This is Greek. There's a Greek. This is like a Pegasus. So the Sentinel's a Pegasus, which is really interesting because if the mark is on there, then it has a fishtail. Oops, hold on. I didn't see that. Where am I? Oh yeah, you're right. Look at that. So it's a kelpie, hippocampus. That's a thing? A hippocampus? Let's see. A hippocampus. Yeah, look at that. You're right. The hippocampus, ancient Greek horse and sea monster, often called a seahorse. Mythological creature shared by Phoenician, Etruscan, Pictish, Roman, and Greek mythology. Though his name has a Greek origin, the hippocampus is typically depicted as having the upper body of a horse with the lower body of a fish. Coins minted at Tyre around the 4th century BC show the patron god Melkart riding on a winged hippocampus and accompanied by dolphins. Greek and Roman. In the Iliad, Homer describes Poseidon, god of horses, earthquakes, and the sea, driving a chariot drawn by brazen-hoofed horses over the sea's surface. And Apollonius of Rhodes described the horse of Poseidon emerging from the sea and galloping across the Libyan sands. This compares to the specifically two-hoofed hippocampi of Gaius Valerius Flaccus in his Organautica, when grasping his father's reins, heaven, the sea with the snorting of his two-hoofed horses. In Hellenistic and Roman imagery, however, Poseidon, or Roman Neptune, often drives a sea chariot drawn by hippocampi. Thus, hippocampi sport this god in both ancient depictions and much more modern ones, such as the Wace of the 18th century. Trevi Fountain. Oh, wow, really? Seen in the waters of the... Oh, yeah. Hey, Shion, how you doing? Yeah, let's take a look. This is Trevi Fountain. And, let me right click. Fuck my life. Yeah, we see. Hold on. Right there. I can't super zoom in, but there's right here's the hippocampi. That's very cool. You can't really see it. Here it is. Right here. Very cool stuff. And there's the seemingly the tail of this or the other one. I think there's another one here. Did I just X out of the yeah, I did. Did I? No, it's a separate tab. So that's cool. So that's our Sentinel. But these wings are astounding. The detail on these wings, so interesting. So this is cool. This is like the countryside. This is classic stuff. I mean, again, actually, though, you know what? The sweeping hills, again, we're getting these pines of Tuscany. Tuscan pines. The Tuscan. These, oh, no, that's what they're called. They're called, they're cypress trees. So this is what I'm referring to. This is the cypress trees of Tuscany. Very interesting. That's AI, maybe. But so this is what we're getting when we see this. So this is the kind of rolling hills that, you know, are you know, sort of synonymous with Italian landscape. You can't really see it because of my head, but you know, stuff like down here and stuff. So, you know, it's actually not, wow, actually it's not very dissimilar at all. Let's see. So that's if we compare the two, it's not inaccurate. That's pretty interesting. Obviously it's a little bit more rocky, but it's actually very clearly inspired by it, which is pretty neat. If you see that. Huh. Very cool. So I'm assuming this is where the dragon will be, based on this like spinal structure. So this is also cool. So these windmills look like they've been, this is a broken down area, but there are children here, which is interesting. This is like some sort of, we saw the purple windmills, and then here we're seeing this, they clearly like ruins. All right, so this is the Nimbus area at night. Wow, look at that. That's beautiful. So I'm wondering why there's so many people, unless this is just like for show. And this is interesting too, like the fact that this is on this whale being, and this is on the like, this is in the like sort of troop area. And again, the troop, again, I mean, not to reference it, but it is a commedia dell'arte trope, and this is, you know, the traveling troop is something that we see throughout Italian history. Obviously, yes, Genshin with the commedia dell'arte, the Harbingers, of course, referencing that. Not to bring up Genshin, but why not? Who cares? You know, obviously they're using the commedia dell'arte characters as their main enemy types. You know that. But it's cool to see a different iteration of the commedia concepts. Rocha seems to me like she probably represents Zerbinetta. I don't know if she's the head of the troupe, but the head of the troupe in like an opera like Ariadne of Naxos is a character named Zerbinetta, which is cool. But this is really interesting because, you know, here we have the traveling troupe, and the troupe is actually traveling on a whale tortoise, and so much so that the like they're, you know, instead of traveling by cart, they're traveling here. So that's extremely exciting. Will this be a video? I'll edit it down and upload it to yeah, this will be available on the live tab, but I'll edit it down here in a second, or I'll just upload it as is to the main channel. And again, this is interesting because this is like very classic, like sort of setup, you know, troop huts and things, you know. And this is now we're going into this much more metaphysical area, which is very interesting. Here too, it looks like this is a storm region. Look at how the trees are being sucked in by this sort of like almost hurricane style here. Obviously, here's the boss.
For every note that's played and every accolade and
I love the emphasis on the words. God, this feels like a government piece.
every mask that hides a secretive message.
Love the syncopation there.
And as we serenade,
See, this is really good. This is really good writing, by the way, chat. Like, this is musically, that's a really interesting way to to word this, like, and as we serenade, but this is how we write syllabically while also being interesting. Here's our betrayed masquerade. Very Disney like. All right, I want to take a look at. Look, her and what's her name? Frolova have the same hair color. Our characters betray this masquerade. Gosh, she has a rifle, a revolver. Such an interesting character. The fact that she essentially has this shadow companion. Yeah, sorry. When I said musket, I meant musket as well. So this is, what's his name? Interesting. So he's part of the troop. Okay, so he's part of the troop. I wonder if he might be a 4-star. Whoa, cool visual. So what's going on here? So that's her sidekick, her That's a gorgeous little shot there too, slowing down. I love that we see her like shadow sidekick targeting the person behind the. There's Phoebe. Okay, so Zani looks like she has an overshield. Interesting. So Phoebe is a wand user. And here we have a shielder. Yeah. So we're going to see them in this plot. And for whatever reason, they are blocking some shield. And then it looks like... This looks like a sea monster. This is the narwhal. And we're stabbing it. Or it's the tail of... Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. But how does the narwhal feature in? This will be interesting. Okay, so her domain is that weird one. Looks like her domain is the one with the. It's very interesting. Unless the narwhal is the center. No, it's not possible. But yes, okay, so these two work together. So he'll either be a 4-star for her 5, or he'll be his own banner. But I think he'll be a 4. And I think Zani will be a 5. Yeah, and it's interesting here if we look at this, like, the separations here. Obviously, we have the troop, and then we have us in the middle, and then Carlota, Phoebe. I'm curious to see how she'll play into the story. Zani, and then here's Frolova, and then the Echoes.
Wow. 却在为家族处理着不可明说的人设、性格、枪弹以及
Yeah, I mean she looks so good.
造小型，
好像是配看样子
一款全新的4星，
那有不少值得看。
Yes, I mean this is really beautiful. So here we have some more. Well, these look like almost. No. I thought they were dragons, but these are more of those hippocampus. So this is cool. These flying, almost hammerhead sharks. And musically, it feels like a very like magical place, doesn't it? It feels like a very like gentle place. Clearly, there's a new reliance on melody here, which I'm really excited about. I want them to continue to push towards that direction. I just think it makes sense.
Wow.
All right, let's. This is nice too. You know, this music gives me Kingdom Hearts vibes too. Boom, boom, boom. Very playful there. But then mixing with the accordion is just charming, you know? feels very alive. I think they probably got the feedback that 1.0 areas were very sort of sparse and wide and sort of not dead, because I mean there was plenty of beautiful things to see, and obviously we saw that improvement with the Firmament and definitely with the Black Shore. Well, with the more so the Firmament. The Black Shores was a nice area, but I don't necessarily think it was beautiful besides that skybox, obviously. But I do think that the Firmament was stunning and an exceptionally beautiful place. And that's very playful, especially here with the bassoon. You know, it's very like, You know, do I like that piece of music? I don't dislike it. I think it's definitely an improvement regardless. And if that's the, you know, that's going to be the real key there. Hey, Chris, you know, what is it? How do these pieces sort of coalesce? You know what I mean? But it's very warm, very inviting. It definitely does a good job of painting a picture. I like that it's melodically focused. So now I think what's good is that it's going to come down to individual choice. Like, do you like the music or do you not like the music? Rather than, is this written well? Which I think was a big issue in 1.0 especially, where it was like, is this written well? And to me, the answer was no. Resoundingly no. But I do believe that this is written well, and it's just going to be preference for whether or not you like the music. You know what I mean? Even there's some really nice, a little bit of harpsichord, a little bit of oboe in there. Yeah, I play Wu. It's one of my favorite games. In fact, my game of the year, it's one of my games of the year. I like the percussion aspects in there too. It doesn't lose this, like, this is very Italian. It feels very like almost slightly a tarantella style. So this is funny. I mean, this is very clearly stolen from Lyondell. Not stolen, heavily influenced by Lyondell. And if you don't think so, you need glasses. I mean, it's like abundantly clear that this is borrowed from Elden Ring. Abundantly clear. If 1.0 was borrowing from Death Stranding, then this is 1,000,000% borrowing. I can already hear Kuro doesn't have an original idea anymore, does it? It has to borrow from other games. Well, by all means, I accept that toxic positivity and say, I really, the lands in Betua is absolutely correct. And yeah, that's definitely here. But I also think it's very beautiful. It's cool. So then this region must be the what's it called? Celia under the tunnel area. I'm intrigued by this theme right here. So I think this is the theme of the dragon. And the reason why I say that is because of how big it is, and also because we have very intense percussion, and it showcases the real heft and the size of this thing. But then you get this like Bloodbornean style here with the harpsichord. Also here too, this is a ship here now, and I'm very intrigued by this because there's also a ship up here, and it looks like we're in some sort of a whirlpool as we're being dragged down. But then these look like almost like wave tentacles, so you know, like water tentacles. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. It does this piece of music does give me a distinct what's his name? It does. Oh yeah, you know what? It does give me some Ricard from Elden Ring vibes. It also gives me the Prince. Oh my God, what's his name? Not Margit, but the second boss. Oh my God, the second boss. The second boss is The spinning one. Oh my god. Freaking shoot. Godric, yeah. Right there. Yeah, right there. Definitely some influence there from Elden Ring and from FromSoft. I won't complain. If that's the direction we're heading in now I will say that a lot of the Black Shore's music was very good and the boss theme there is very good. But and sort of underrated. But yeah, that sounds really nice. Alright, so I want to just take a look at the traversal. So you see this? Check this out. So look, first of all, again, rolling hills of Tuscany, which is nice. So one thing that's really interesting about this is that he jumps up. I'm sure you've seen stuff that I haven't seen, but... Alright, so you build up speed, and then you push a button, and then you whoop. But it looks like we're not losing speed when we slide up. And then we boost. Oh no, okay, we do lose some speed. Okay, so there is a bit of a... But now, interestingly enough, we got this echo, the wing ray. What do they say? This must be a utility, it feels like. Hold on. Okay, unique echoes. As the land of echoes, Renacita has incorporated echoes into every part of daily life. So my thought is, can we climb up on a wing ray, go up really high, and then leap off? I would assume yes. So we're using utility. This is very Pokemon, isn't it? Using utility echoes, which is a very neat thing. Between this one and then the other one that reminds me of the Zoro domain from Breath of the Wild. That's really cool. And yeah, you're right. The more you explore, the more you increase the gauge there. Yeah, you're right. So I think it's cool that we're using the gondola. The gondola as a functional... I love that it does the whale. Yeah, I mean, this is like so Breath of the Wild. I have no problem with that, but I find it very funny that's like distinctly climbing up the waterfall. It's like the thing you do when you're a Zora.
But
it's cool because we have the ability. So this is the gate that we saw in the trailer, just inverse. So now we're exiting the gate as you see the hippocampi here.
那我是不是可以邀请我喜欢的共鸣者与我一起放舟赏美景了？
没错。不过除了这些之外，在 2.0 版本中，漂泊者在某些特定的玩法中还可以直接化身深海巨布偶，轻松的在各个平台高处之间跳跃，或用怪力击碎巨石。
So this is another echo. So okay, so you can leap, punch,
absorb
the nightmare clouds. Okay, so this is all part of the... See, but I like this. So this, you know, what my thought is, instead of locking this kind of stuff but behind a character that you have to have, they're actually doing it through echoes, which you can collect. So if you think about it, that's one way that they make this approachable for a free-to-play perspective, right? Because depending on how you're collecting these echoes, which I'm assuming is the standard way, all you need is the echo in order to like sap the nightmare cloud, the nightmare cloud, it looks like, from the ground, rather than needing to pull a character for that region, you know, that will help you do those things, right? So that's one way that I feel that Kuro is respecting the financial, you know, ups and downs of people. So that's one thing I really like about it. You know, utility echo is almost certainly region specific. I would say. I would imagine.
复原悬浮石碑，领取奖励。又或者与琉璃刀灵
Also, this is cool too. So it looks like tactical holograms. So now instead of just going with combat holograms, now it looks like we're also going to be exploring some of the other features of maneuvering and movement, which is also very exciting to me.
速度与智慧的较量，躲避高速袭来的敌人。
Lord knows we all need more dodge practice, and it's cool that they're... I mean, one of the things that make Kuro such a standout company to me is the fact that combat in PGR and dodging in PGR, you know, that sort of action combat is such a pivotal part of the experience. And it's I feel like this is really exciting to be able to to sort of practice and test out your own tactical abilities and stuff, you know.
不愧是深海之国，玩法丰富不少嘛，而且都和深海有着很强的联系。但我相信我们还有其他类型的一些体验，对不对？
当然，在2.0版本中，漂泊者还能体验到
This seems like a little charming
味十足的异彩画。
So we're shifting the tiles. Okay, Dream Patrol is part of the Dreamscape, and so that's a permanent event now. So they must be expanding on that, I think.
玩法说了这么多，都是开放世界的玩法，不知道2.0版本有没有那种更加酷。
So we have.
我们也制作了特别的剧情体。
I wanted to talk about this. So here we have what we call it church core. That was the word I saw thrown around in the chat earlier. But this is neat. So I also don't think this is the complete area, but this looks like it's EDM mixed with classical, which I'm a pig in shit for that, so that's exciting.
Wall dashing seems to be the only option.
That's really Jennifer English. I cannot fucking believe it. They really said, "Oops, we should make our voiceover better." Yeah, this is cool. So we have harpsichord, and it's a great point that it also looks like, unless, well, you know what? I know it seems like we're playing from a character perspective, but I bet you this is just the skin. This is just the resonator that you know. Yeah, PGR did convert me to EDM. It's actually funny because I've gotten into there are certain areas of the internet that feel that I used to say that I didn't really care for anything but classical, which first of all has never been true. And second of all, that I don't like electronic music. And then I pivoted, and some people view that as like me lying because there's a push in the internet right now in certain sectors of the gacha community that to paint me as something I'm not, which is very funny to me because I've never been nothing but myself and nothing but upfront. And I don't double speak. I'm very honest and candid with you for the most part about the things that I feel are important to be honest and candid about. But there is a whole demographic of gacha gaming that in one particular place that feels that I overblow my credentials, that I lie about my tastes, and that like they can read when I'm not excited about something. It's all very funny. All that to say, yeah, I'm really, well, I forgot my main point because I still am angry and bitter. But all that to say, yeah, yeah, that was my point. It was Vanguard Sound that got me into EDM. And this like merging of the two, I saw it with Kafka's trailer too. It was like such an incredible highlight in Sunday's trailer from HSR that really locked in for me this idea of gacha gaming has so much like wonderful music that's being put into it, and I feel like they are exploring and testing boundaries really well. And I love that we're mixing, rhythm games do this too, where we're mixing genres into this beautiful hodgepodge of pseudo classical mixed with electronic music. And yeah, Vanguard Sound definitely opened my brain up. When I heard Narwhal, that was when I kind of locked in. Thank you, Unknown. I appreciate that. Man, you've been here a long time.
Perhaps I can use grapple to pull it over.
The future of Rinascita rests with all of us. And the Montellis will make sure everyone has an equal share of it. Raguna will enter a new era united. United under the promise of our terminus.
I love this because we can feel the desperation of like we must move forward. We have to get to the other side of this. Now, obviously, we're getting tension because we have lasers and shit, right? But like more than that, bum 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 bum.
Wow,
yeah, that's going to sound amazing. Is there anything else I wanted to take a look at? Oh, I wanted to take a look at this. not the mimics. Notice the big shift musically here. So first of all, this is great. I like that we moved away from humanoids. Not that there are that many in 1.0, but even this piece of music, guys, this is insanely cooked. I mean, like, this is this is really good classical writing in like 2024. It's awesome. Man, Hecate here looks insanely cool. Wait, what is Hecate? Is Hecate something? Oh, the Greek goddess associated with crossroads. Huh. Hecate, goddess accepted at an early date into Greek religion, probably derived from the Carians in the southwest. Hecate was the chief goddess presiding over magic and spells. She witnessed the abduction of Demeter's daughter Persephone to the underworld and torch in hand assisted. Torch in hand. Could the whip? There's this little corner of the whip looks like it could almost be. I mean, I'm reaching so hard, but. Yeah, see how it looks like a torch? Now obviously it's a whip, right? But it almost looks like a torch in hand assisted in the search for her. Thus pillars called Hecatea stood at the crossroads and doorways, perhaps to keep away evil spirits. Hecate was represented as a single form clad in a long robe holding burning torches. In later representations, she was triple formed with 3 bodies standing back to back, probably so that she could look in all directions at once from the crossroads, and which is why she has these eyes. Yeah. She's like a jellyfish. It's like a jellyfish. Listen how the music gets so visceral with these guys. God, he looks so fucking cool. Dude, this guy, this is insane. It's bones, all his bones and.
讲讲漂泊者们跟随活动的指引，一定的伴星任务。
I'm not crazy about these events. These are like just like your classic events, you know. But this whole like team up thing inside this world is really interesting. The world within paintings, which must be why we see that. I think that the gladiator that we saw earlier here in the commercial, I think this guy down here is going to be the entryway point to this painted world. Look at that.
去击败强大的梦魇。另外 2.0 版本当中，漂泊者们还将体验到爽快的战斗活动、极速追债舞、老无所依和挑战活动前。
John, they don't even hide it here. This is so funny. John Victorio. Come on, bro. At least like hide it like the tiniest bit, you know?
极速追债舞。 西战略幻痛当中，漂泊者可直接挑战异构武装与无归的谬误这两个。
So now we don't need to look. So now this is cool. So now we don't need to go to the place to look up the tactical.
未来的 BOSS 也会陆续收录到该全息装置当中，也就意味着
的尿性肯
春归。漂泊者们伙伴们的更新后，明朝的服
Man, I
饰
can't
系
wait
统
for this outfit.
大家
It's
记
so
得
sick.
真变化，新上
那就有一点点的，当然也。 剧情体验方面，只要完成了通过活动新角色后开放的公色养成界面。
It's a smart move to not force people into 1.0.
2.0 版本开始，材料限时提前 播者们可通过索拉指南或角色养成界面。
So, okay, so they're talking about in version 2.0, this allows you to get materials, boss challenges, early access. Well, this is not abnormal. We see this in Genshin as well. But Lorelei. Okay, so that fish is Lorelei. Dragon of Dirge. Okay, limited time early access. Century Concert.
提前解锁新区域的养成材料。
我开服以来就选了男漂泊者，但偶尔
Change rover.
自己所面。
All right, this is what I'm intrigued about. Hold on a
另一
second.
个漂泊者们频繁反馈的优化。
All right, on the go synthesis. Okay, so
结合成。2.0 版
after version 2.0 update, when you open the terminal,
开了终端界面就可以
you'll be able to access synthesis right away. All right, so my question is, in the meantime, we've also added the conversion feature. So is this usually what this requires, or is this going to be like whatever? Okay, it must be specific material. But it says redundance, so things that are
多余的材料转化为自己所需的材料种类。此外，还有活跃度任务的进一步减负。之后，每日登录游戏便可以完成20点的活跃度任务啦。在世界探索方面，我们也进行了进一步的升级。在探索黎纳西塔的旅途中，随着玩家探索度的提升，不仅能获得
So you can increase your flight gauge within Renacita. Okay, so it's local to Renacita. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I figured. Yeah, I will, unknown. Right. That's cool. Let me hop into Wuthering Waves really quick and grab these codes. You know, I asked Wu to sponsor me. They didn't say yes. Tragic. They said they were full up. So, it's okay. It's okay. This is sad. Huh? What's going on here? What's this? Launcher version update. It says updated complete. Yeah, no, it's okay. I'm not worried about it. Yeah, I guess. Hold on. I just want to put in my codes. Everyone's complaining about the vibes? Who's complaining about the vibes? Not in this chat. Chat, are you complaining about the vibes? Let me hear you say it. Are you complaining about the vibes, chat? That's right. We don't have time to care about that shit, do we? We want to play our game, right? We want to play our game, right? Thanks, Eric. You might have to repeat those for me in a second once this actually boots in. I want to just grab these codes. Is the everyone. Of course they are in other places. I want you to know, guys, that like when you come to a live stream with me for Wuthering Waves, like we're going to be constructive. We are going to be exploring, you know, the experience, but you know, we're here to have a good time and we're here to enjoy it. And that's my main priority when we play games. Don't allow yourself to be manipulated by drama, you know? We're here for one thing, and that's the game. We love games. If you love Genshin, awesome. If you love Wuthering Waves, awesome. You know, we're here to have a good time and play a video game. That's what we're here for. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Game's not dying. Everything's completely fine. You know? All right, let's see what this queue's like for this dead game. Yeah, I mean, I love Wuthering Waves. Hey, Simeon, but I don't play it every day. Nah, there's no drama. I'm just being stupid. I mean, I saw that there's drama, but it's sort of stupid. You can't win. I mean, you're not going to win. You're not going to win with a very specific crowd that wants this game to suffer and not be good. Yeah, I waited a long time too. Tsuki will tell you. Are you still here, Tsuki? Okay, got it easy. It's probably server dependent for sure. All right. Where do I put in the code? Oh, redeem, isn't it? Wait, where do I put in the code, chat? Is it settings? Oh, yeah. So it's what are the codes, guys? It's get ready. Okay. Then it's to the carnival. No. Just made it up. Off we go. Get ready, off we go. Join Carnevale. Join Carnevale. What? I spelled it wrong. And then off we go. Guys, I gotta be honest with you. You wanna know a secret? 304. That's gonna come in handy.
Would you like a fun game between the two of us?
Oh wait, they're only 70.
I should try to
oh,
smile
yeah,
more.
70.
You
I
say.
thought they were 80 by now.
Plan.
May I pray for anything specific for
I got
Would
her
you like
to,
a fun game between the two of us?
I went in pretty hard on Camellia. I was really looking forward to Camellia for like pretty much since the game launched. What is the ephemeral skill? That's her enhanced skill with concerto gauges. Oh, when her gauge is full. I feel really bad, but I just do not give a shit about him. Rest in peace. It's just never gonna happen. Oh, okay. Got it. No, I regret to skip Lumi, but I'm just going to. Oh wait, yeah, her crit's pretty good. You know what? Let me see something here.
Would you like a fun game between the two of us?
Yeah, crit damage with Dreamless here is 27.7. How high can the crit damage go on the Dreamless that you pull? If I have shinies, you can get them. I don't think I do. 44 for the main stat? Bull? Really? You know what? Actually, you're right. I don't have a 5-star Dreamless. It's only 44 mains. Oh. 44 main, 21. Yeah, you're right. I do. I didn't realize that she was 4. Well, let's I guess since I'm awake, I was like maybe I'll go back to bed, but that's not gonna happen. Let's just farm for Dreamless here. 5 stars, 22%. 44. Oh, that's a nice roll. Okay, I didn't realize that. Also, I'm glad that they're giving a skin to Sanhua because it means that they're not making her obsolete. Sanhua is one of my favorite characters in the game.
It's getting fun.
Stay behind me. You stay back. A change of perception. Extinguish. Be alert. Lotus pervade.
I really like this track a lot.
Struggle harder. Entertain me. Keep dancing.
I thought Dreamless was her like main.
And why? Crimson Blossom. Stunning.
I thought it was Dreamless. It's always 4. Why is it always 4? Oh, Dreamless is Havoc MC. Oh, so it is crownless. Well then, hold on, because I want to build her out.
Fun game.
She'll probably be in my forever
the
roster.
Two of us?
Dreamless is more comfy, in your opinion? I've been playing Wuthering Waves. So here's a crownless with base 4 as well. 22% crit. So actually this is actually, well, so crit rate. Well, is crit rate versus crit damage? Yeah, the sub yeah, these are not good. I mean, they're not bad, but they're not great. Oh yeah, you'd want both. Yeah, I don't really think about the meta that way. I just kind of play and just obviously I want big numbers, but I'm not like crazy about like. So could I get, so I could theoretically. Oh, I see. Could I theoretically get a pull that's crit damage and crit rate? Because right now it's crit damage and attack. For both really. Crownless is crit rate and Dreamless is crit damage. So I mean, crit rate theoretically is more appealing to me personally, but that said, you just keep farming until. Mention the numericals. Yeah. Oh, cool. Shish is a Frankenstein Lego set. Yeah, I mean, I like big number go boom. In fact, you know what? I think I turned off my numbers. I kind of want to see. Where'd they put that? That must be... Oh no, they're on still. Never mind. I didn't realize you could have those as substats as well. So you just keep farming. Yeah, next batch. So you just keep farming until you get what you need, basically. Should probably do this stuff at some point. Tactical Simulacra. Yeah, I have a lot of story stuff to do. Well, shit, should we do the Chong Li story since I haven't done it yet? I have so many things I need to do. I just don't want to burn myself out on it too hard, so before it all kind of... Because I want... What? Raguna Sales Blitz. You have my attention. Little lore treat. That's good. Well, I mean, the problem is there's really no efficient way to level up besides just, well, playing the game, I guess. I mean, like, it's very hard to level up in my experience. My goal was to have these three
Understood. I am here
at least
to
at level
serve your
80
will.
before, but getting to Soul Phase 6, I mean 60 is a huge jump. Dailies is the efficient way. Oh, really? Is it? That's how we level up in any video game. I don't need your sass. It's true, you're right. I mean, it's not for nothing. I'm level 42. Yep. I just don't play it every day, you know. It's pretty generous. So maybe it's just my playstyle, because I just don't play it every day. 3 million? But Raguna didn't even have that population. That's 3 copies each, Ragunes? Ragunesi? Ragunesi? I doubt they'll sell so much pizza over there. Excuse me, hi. Upon hearing your voice, Alana turns her back and lowers her voice. Understood. I'll come up with a plan. I'll report once I've made progress, sir. What am I gonna do? Oh, sorry about that. Haven't introduced myself yet. My name's Alana. I'm with the product development team at the Pioneer Association. You know, all that merchandise and souvenirs you get from the association are our handiwork. What was that call about? Oh, 2 tacit fields a day? Oh, that's easy. Oh, that. Yeah, I'm recently brought on board a merch project from our Raguna division in Renacida. I'm not gonna lie, playing like you do is actually way more chill and gives more time to enjoy the game more, since you're not paying any mind to the one of the try-hard contents. I mean, I like to do everything, but I mean, I also just like enjoy the game. I like to play it in really intense bursts. Because I always come back to it, and I have a game of the year, not game of the year, but like best experiences of 2024 list coming out later today, and Wuthering Waves is on there because regardless of how frequently I played it or whatever, like Wuthering Waves is one of my favorite games of the year. Truly positively, no glaze detected. It's one of my favorite games of 2024. Hey MK, how you doing? I love this game. you know, I've dabbled with Arknights, and I'll still come back to Arknights with Seikuzani Part 2, and there's a lot of story bits in Arknights that I really like. I've been playing Girls Frontline 2, which feels a little too heavy-handed on the Gunnar stuff, but the combat and actually the story and the gameplay is actually really good. But Wuthering Waves is the one where I feel most at home. I also feel like well, I don't know. I don't have any bad apples in my personal I don't have any bad apples in this particular community, with the Kuro game community. I don't think I've ever had to like hide anybody from the channel, or I think everybody from Kuro Games actually just generally is appreciative. Genshin's community has also been pretty good, but I've had a lot more bad apples in that community. But the people that are appreciative are very appreciative in that community as well. But for the most, I don't think I've ever had to hide anybody from the Kuro Games community. Yeah, it'll be one heck of a job. If it's the release of something highly anticipated as the second coming of Solaris, sure. But some average merch can never hit those sale figures. Still, gotta figure something out. Everyone thinks I'm not gonna pull it off, but maybe, just maybe, there's a chance I might make the sale. From what I know, information in and out of Ragusa is pretty limited, so it takes time for people there to learn what's happening on the outside. I thought they might find designs from the outside of their culture intriguing, so I came to Jinzhou for inspiration. Freya, Miss Machi told me that you know the ins and outs of Jinzhou. Would you like to be my consultant? If the pay is good, sure. Oh god. It'll be an uphill battle, but on the plus side, they gave me a huge budget, so I'll definitely make it worth your while. Then I'll start brainstorming some plans for myself. Come find me when you're ready. Hey Cookie, what's up? Sorry about the bleach. Yeah, that's never fun. Chat, don't let me stream this for more than 45 minutes, okay? Because I have to give Luna some medicine before she goes to bed. And I also need to take a nap.
Wind against my vines.
Cycle of corruption. A change of perception.
Gosh, she's so stylish. Hey, what's up, Vin? At 9 o'clock, I have to hop.
A good vantage point.
Otherwise, she needs to take the medicine 3 hours before her visit. Otherwise, she's too hyper. Chat, what other creators do you like? Do you only watch gacha creators? Do you watch, like... Well, obviously you watch me, but... Who else do you watch? You see, Renacita is comprised mostly of islands out at sea, with Ragusa City being one of those isles. On the other hand, Huanglong's made up of large areas of land as far as the eye can see. I'm sure most people in Ragusa have yet to ever lay eyes on some extraordinary mountains and rivers like the ones in Jinzhou. Let's make good use of that. I shall name this set of merch Huanglong from Above. What do you say, Freya? Time to capture Jinzhou in all its glory from high up in the skies and give the Ragunesi something that will knock their socks off. I love that they call them Ragunesi. Such a classic Italian phrase. I Ragunesi. Yeah, no, I feel you. Photograph the great tree in Taoyuan Vale from Huanglong from above. From above, huh? Oh, this could actually work. Maddie? Who's Maddie? Yeah, Maxer's awesome. So talented. I think it's one of the inherent problems of being a variety channel is that I just love I love games so much. Like I just love games. And so It's funny because the other day I had someone pop on that was like, what, 360,000 subscribers, but only 40 people watching a live stream? And I was like, dude, it's just because my audience isn't necessarily attuned to Path of Exile 2. Like, I know I shouldn't even care about this, but it's funny how it oscillates because it depends on the game. It just does, you know? Like, I know that people appreciate what I have to say, but I mean, at the end of the day, like, we're coming for a game. Even me, I mean, I come for a game, you know what I mean? Do you prefer the land of Huanlong from above or the archipelago of Renacita? The archipelago caressed by the sea breeze.
Beautiful beings.
Oh, different rewards. Oh, wow, okay. And this is why people get stuck in doing something, because they get stuck in the idea of like doing one specific thing because they're nervous to deviate because their views drop. And it's like, well, I would much rather just play whatever I want to play and not give a shit about what the number is, because the number's going to change anyway. And then the things that I know that people like, I'm going to play those anyway too. You know what I mean? Yeah, I love those two, Eric. And also time zones. I mean, it's huge. Well, that's unexpected. Does this mean that Ragunezi prefer art galleries over photos to enjoy their landscapes? Well, at least we know their tastes now. Yeah, you're right. Well, we're heading in the right direction towards success. All we need to do is learn from our mistakes, and the next one will be bound to impress. Since the locals really like them, I'll save up these photos of Huanlong from above and pass them out in the office for everyone to enjoy. Let's come up with something else tomorrow, Freya. Yeah, right. I agree with you. So is there another part to this? Let's see. Like, I don't know how creators like Queso can... I mean, like, 50,000 people in there at one time? That's madness. At that point, you're not even really engaging with chat. At that point, you're just... Chat is just with you. Honestly, I don't know if that's really appealing. Like, even 500 people is like... Which I've had, right? It's a lot. Like, this number that we're in right now is actually lovely. Totally. I mean, I just can't fathom the enjoyment of that big of a... I haven't heard of Neurosama, no. Alright, now, don't... Stop that. Be nice. Who do you think is the richest person in Jinzhou, Freya? The boxing gym owner, Yuan Wu? Yuan Wu has his own boxing gym and is secretly the proprietor of the Liuxuan Tea House. A good guess. Still not the richest person in Jinzhou, even with all that, though. I heard a rumor that this mysterious tycoon dwells in this gourmet street. Wait, you mean Mahe? Exactly. Mahe. That's #1 rich guy in Jinzhou's urban legends. Why don't we pay him a visit? A documentary showing Jinzhou's richest person will definitely catch the attention of those in Raguna. I don't know, Queso's personality is really nice. He's really outgoing and
great
funny.
Great food, great value. Come take a look.
Why is he Western? Excuse me, Mr. Mahe? Do you mind revealing to us your net worth, please? What? Yeah, word is you're Jinzhou's top rich. Uh-oh, that's a... Well, see, the shops and vendors on the street, they've all been around for decades. Simple and honest. And I'm just another humble grocery store owner like them. How could I be the richest person in Jinzhou? I heard a guy say he couldn't even afford 10 eggs with his monthly salary at your place. Oh my god, is that... Did they just make a Trump reference? Nonsense. If he's tight on money, I wouldn't mind giving him a few eggs for free. But going broke over a few eggs? That's just ridiculous. Oh my god, they really are. That's absolutely a reference to eggs and bacon being too expensive. What the fuck? Yeah, no, good fun is always there, but you have to know the boundaries of the person. That's the problem. What's good fun for one is like paint is like hurtful for somebody else. It's so tricky. Maya says he's not the richest person in Jinzhou. Well, do we have a plan B? We'll just run with it and continue working on this merch. I know Maya must be an ordinary grocery shop owner, but making him the man who has Jinzhou's lifeline in the clutches should make for a far more interesting story. Once I have all this information in fine print, it's gonna blow Raguna away. Maya's spicy secret. Clickbait. Haha. That product testing survey just came back from Raguna. Time to dive into the reviews. If you suddenly obtained a large sum of shells, what would you do? Purchase the things you like, deposit it at a safe place. What would you do, chat? I would purchase things I like. Not a good way to live. Don't do that. For Jinzhou citizens, buying everyday essentials on Gourmet Street makes a big part of their living expenses. When it comes to personal finances in Raguna, most people handle their money through the wealthy Montelli family. Oops. Noted. A grocery shop owner is actually the richest guy? Yeah, right. A month's worth of salary for just 10 eggs? Oh, life must be hard over in Jinzhou. I guess the Ragunese don't really buy into mysteries of family secrets. Gotta sell with honesty. I'm sorry. Unreasonable sales targets just shouldn't be our excuse for bad journalism. As a member of the Pioneer Association, I should always strive to uphold honesty and integrity in everything I create. Thanks for reminding me of that, Freya. I should go work on my next idea.
Try to smile more.
This main theme has really grown on me too. I have a weird question. You don't have to answer if you don't feel comfortable. Is chat mostly in Asia right now? Or are you also in Europe? EU, Germany. You're all in Europe. SEA. Asia. Very interesting stuff. It's always so interesting to me to see the... Imagine if someone said, I'm from C, and didn't pronounce SEA. Damn, Tanchi, you're up early. I can't believe I got up at 5:30. Oh! Oh. Frey, have you ever noticed that your terminal's design is different from the Jinzhou standard and the ones you find on the Black Shores? I did notice. Doesn't Pirate Software stream... Is he streaming right now? Pirate Software streams at 3 a.m. He's not on. You know who is on? Is Coke Carnage. When did Coke Carnage start? 2 hours ago. So Co started streaming... Co started streaming at... Well, it depends on... I don't know his time zone, but... Well... He started at 6 a.m. on a Saturday. Sea-Dog makes sense because Sea-Dog's in Japan. 36 hours? 36 hours? Tecton's playing Zenless Zone Zero. He's in Texas, I think. So he's been up. So that's 7 a.m. for him. So he's been up since 4. Preach is doing they're eating breakfast. He's been doing a subathon. I can't do the whole like sleeping in the place thing. I can't do that. All right, okay. Pirate software. 5 hours. Bro's gonna stream for at least 14 hours. He does this every day, most days. 5 hours. So depending on his time zone. Yeah, he really starts streaming at 3 a.m. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Yeah, 3 a.m. He streams at 3 a.m. No, bro. He is on PST. I don't know how he does it. I mean, I feel like that's a little unhealthy, but. You know, I think there's something to be said for growth, but I think there's also something to be said for like being healthy. And I think like growth is better when it's in line with like how you feel, you know? Like I went to bed at 1:30 last night because I was up, I was excited for the stream. You know, I kind of had some time to myself yesterday, so I was like, yeah, all right, I'll stay up. I mean, I feel like shit. Not really, actually. I don't feel that bad. But point is, like, I couldn't, you know, I could not fathom waking up at that hour and it's not worth it. But for some people, it is. Eric, I already have it. I'm thankfully Digital Extremes and I have a really healthy relationship. Most of the people in Laguna can only use public terminals. Huh. Common shape is lanterns. Huh.
A good vantage point.
Oh, because of the camera. I love the fact that they allow for unrestricted movement. Anyway, guys, I just share all this stuff because, like, you know, I find content creation to be such an interesting like world to live in, and I feel very lucky that you all are here and that you've you've bought into what I'm selling when it comes to talking about music and talking about, you know, even my own thoughts. I mean, like, just being able to share that in a place that it's been really, you know, I'm almost 3 years in. February is 3 years. And you know, I always marvel at what I get to do every day. You know, it has pitfalls, it has problems. I've tried a little bit of showing some light, yeah, just a little bit, Sky, just a little bit. $12,000 copies. There's always more. I think it's one of the general problems with content creation too, is that we always want more. And I think in life, we always want more. And it's one of these really tricky things where it's like, I mean, it's good to want more and to like want to get ahead of things. But I got to tell you, my 20s, I wasted my 20s just, you know, yeah, it's really problematic. I wasted my 20s every year thinking that the next year would be better than the year before, and that like I would get more opportunity, or I would arrive at a new point or whatever. And every year I really regret this. This is the one thing about my 20s that I regret the most, is that I didn't slow down in my 20s to just appreciate them. And now literally, you know, God, almost, you know, three years to 40. Time has flown incredibly fast. And I wish I had taken more time to appreciate and like instead of like desperately trying to get out of it and like, oh, next year's my year, you know, I always want more, I always want I want this, I want that, and it's like, whoa, slow down. Like, the 20s are special, and I wish that I had done a better job of respecting that time. And I almost think it's unnatural to respect it because we just don't know. We don't know what we don't know. But I wish that in hindsight I had slowed down ever so slightly. Yeah, I wish that I had slowed down. It's hard. You don't know what to do with that freedom, you know? That freedom creeps up on you and you're like, whoa. You know? You didn't ask me for advice, but slow down if you can. Absolutely, you're totally right. Let me give it a look. I mean, there's something to be said for like taking what? Oh. There's something to be said for like grabbing life by the balls and really like shaping your life and you know, committing to yourself, right? It's really important. But also, there's something to be said for also slowing down and not. You can be ambitious without losing yourself or like wishing for time away. You know what I mean? Hey, Fire, what's up? I'm glad you think so. Slowing down to the present, yeah. I know it's really lame, but there's this wonderful saying that it's like, today is a gift because it's called the present. And like, that's so corny and lame, right? But at the same time, I think there's some like genuine truth to it. And I'm really trying to just be more grateful. And I've been saying more daily affirmations in the present tense, which I also really recommend. Like just saying like, you know, if there's something you really want, you say like, you know, I have this, or I do that, or, you know, you sort of treat it like it's something that you already have. But then also just like saying 3 or 4 things you're grateful for. It's only been a week that I've been doing it, and I've already noticed a big change in how I perceive. There it is. Yeah, yesterday's a mystery, tomorrow's a mystery. Yeah, history, tomorrow's a mystery. Yeah. Well, echo gondolas to cut through the Wuthering Waves. Kasar's Shinjo citizens are accustomed to man-made vehicles and vessels. Transportation in Renacina is mostly echoes. The Wuthering Waves. Huh. What does it mean to wither? Just woke up. Good morning. So they don't really need cars. To wither. What is withering? Don't let up just yet. Under the tree behind the theater. Cold chilling a wave of an ocean. Oh. Well, title drops are definitely like an on the nose thing, aren't they? The ways do be wondering. Alright, let's see. God, how crisp is 120 FPS though, huh? Oh shit, this is a different... Sorry, wrong quest. To move or shake vigorously to wither. Good to know. See one thing. How is my team now? Have I finished Elden Ring? I finished base game. I haven't finished what's it called? I've never played the. Let's see. Can I do this? You think now? I don't think so, but I kind of want to see. Zero. That's not good. I'll just pop in Jinchi, I guess. And then Shorekeeper. Yeah, okay. You see if I can do this. When Resonators cast echo skill damage. Alright.
I engraft you new. Strike as one. Take flight. Thunder guide us. Beckoning light. Divine harmony. Embrace the change. Sprout of budding seeds. Don't run. Keep the dance going. Crimson Blossom.
Oh, what? That was easy. Holy shit. Whoa. Damn it. There goes my team. Wow. I'm surprised. I struggled with the previous one. All right, so I do these and then head over to Overdrive Zone. Do we know what's going on with Endgame for 2.0? Phantom Pain. Oh, yeah. Now I have this debate inside of me if I go ahead and play Wuwa for the next like 2 weeks, or if I just hold off and just wait until it's time. I'll probably wait so that I can really binge and consume the experience. I'll probably play it for like 2 weeks hardcore and then...
The lovely scrafting suffer!
Thought I was a gooner. Oh. Hey, what's up, buddy? That reminds me, I need to watch that video you sent me. I'm up because there was a live stream for Wuthering Waves. But it's a TD. Three-day Grand Blue Fest? Oh, what's that? Is there something going on in Relink too, or no? I should finish Relink. I mean, I finished it, but I didn't do like the final. I never actually saw Zero or heard Zero in the game. Relink's on sale? Oh, you should. If you have the funds, Relink is a delight. They finished? Really? It's just done? Oh, that's sad. I really liked Relink. Oh, I see. That's cool. Yeah. 500 hour? Oh my god. In Jinzhou, people fear and despise TAS's discords because they have decimated countless homelands in the past. As for echoes, they're mostly for utility purposes. Resonators defeat TDs and transform them into echoes to enhance their capabilities. But in Raguna, echoes aren't just tools of warfare. Children buy echo toys and you see echo marching bands in the streets. There are even octopus echoes that strike the bells in the bell tower. Wow, sounds completely different from Jinzhou. Then it dawns on me that since the Ragunezi love echoes so much, making plushies of Jinzhou echoes would definitely work. They'll sell like hotcakes. Hartoys plushie. Oh, they had a difficult production. It has a lot of similarities, but I think the next patch they're deviating and doing their own thing. This first like little bunch of content definitely borrow from. I don't think anybody could deny that Genshin wasn't borrowed from. I mean, it has its own sort of vibe to it for sure, but I do feel strongly that this game will in 2.0 will really set the standard for its own sort of path, you know. It definitely was something that I think the comparisons were reasonable, although I do still widely prefer Wuthering Waves to Genshin. Personally. Yeah, but that said, I mean, it's so hard to find original ideas, like truly original ideas. Oh, I'm sure Twitter's on fire right now about Wuthering Waves. How it's bad, how it's good, how it's shitty, how it's great, how it's, you know, there's no middle ground anymore. I mean, you might like this one. Hey, Mirgana, what's up? This game is polarizing. I don't see what's polarizing about this. It's just a video game. I think there's just like party lines. 2.0 live stream was great. How would you like to spend an afternoon visiting an unfamiliar city? The leisure activities of Jinzhou people revolve around watching plays in the theater and chatting in tea houses, while in Ragusa there is a long-standing tradition of celebrating Carnevale. Most people don't think about Wuthering Waves. Mainstream reviewers are not going to talk about this game. But the chat is but the game itself is it's just very good, and I think it's very in a healthy place, and I don't think it's gonna. I don't have any concerns that it's gonna die or anything like that. Like it's just fun. It's just fun. You know what I mean? Like it's just a good time. I mean, people scream about gacha, so I mean, like that aside, like I feel like, yeah, sure, that's something that people do like scream about, and you know, again, reasoning.
Would you like a fun
the reasoning is fairly fair
between the two of us? May
but
I
at the
pray
same
for
time,
anything
like
specific for you? It would be my honor.
Totally. I do think that Kuro game, the players are very demanding for this, I would say. You know, but there is issues. I highly doubt it will ever reach legitimacy globally, or global acknowledgement, but it's healthy enough to graft its own niche as a fun game. Yeah, I think so too. Like Ultra Kill, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that this game is ever going to topple Genshin. Nor do I want it to, because I want it to have its own identity. Well, a fan base identity too. The fact that it was at the Game Awards was nice, but again, I mean, with these games it's hard because there's essentially like, you know, if we win, we'll give you things that you can use to get your characters. Yeah, which is, you know, condemnation versus criticism are two different things, and I think, like, you know, we've seen it recently. It's like, yeah, I'm slowing down now. You know, it's like, I don't know, dude. I just stay in my lane. I don't know why people want, in the gacha community, well, at least in one particular community, I don't know why people enjoy shitting on this game. I guess because it compares to the other one. I really like gacha games. I think there's a lot of good in them. They could just be a very slippery slope financially, and one has to be very, you know, cautious. Extremely cautious. That's my big like takeaway from the year, I'd say. But I don't see how Wuthering Waves is less legitimate than some of the other games I play. You know, like Counter-Strike 2, it's a fun game. It doesn't really have any depth to it. I mean, it does, but I don't play it for depth. You know, Wuthering Waves' story has been pretty mature and interesting to play, and you know, I don't know. It's very interesting because, like, if you look at oops, not OBS, sorry. If you look at a lot of the MMOs in the space, for instance, like, I don't really see the inherent difference. Not really. I really don't really see the difference. You know, I think that they're structurally different, but I don't really see how MMOs are that different from the gacha. They're different because obviously they fundamentally play differently, but in gacha is its own little corner of how it's monetized. But I don't really see like the time commitments feel the same. Warframe and League of Legends are extremely old in the yeah. The important takeaway is that you as a person would have fun with the product that you chose to participate in. I mean, that's just the rules. I mean, like that's just how gaming. That's what gaming is. I mean, like there's no reason to participate in. Yeah, I mean, if you don't like a game, you shouldn't play it. You know what I mean? Like if you like a game, you should play it, and that's really all it comes down to. All this like intricacy that we get on with about is so stupid. I mean, it's oh god, dude. Yeah, it's I think a lot of these games have horrible stigmas. Yeah. You did, yeah. It's okay. Time commitment is not the worst thing about it. Gacha feeds gambling addictions and needs for everyday play. Yeah, I agree. But I've been thinking a lot about this, and like, I think the biggest problem is that, yeah, for sure. But I still think you can have meaningful experiences in that, though. You know? Recognizing, yeah, I mean, I guess my brain's not functioning this early. I guess, yeah, I mean, I really had to come to terms with myself about how much money I have been spending in gacha, and it's like, in theory, I mean, once I got characters, I was done, right? But, like, see, Wuthering Waves is a game I enjoy putting money towards because I believe in that if I'm giving them the money and I believe that they are using it to make the experience better. And I do believe that they do, you know? I give Kuro my $150 every banner because I want to, and moreover because I can afford to. But when we get into a situation where we're dealing with like young adults, 20 somethings who don't necessarily have the money to do that, you know, no one's going to deny that the gacha system isn't shit. But I do think it's unfair to imply that all gacha game experiences are shallow and full of pay-to-win mechanics. Now, there are many that do, and I think like the gacha umbrella is quite large now. And I do think that Genshin sort of MiHoYo definitely like thrust. Well, not really. I mean, Counter-Strike was doing the gacha thing. Then Overwatch. I mean, how many of us, spent money on Overwatch skins and did that quite a bit. I think as long as choice is involved, then I think it's fine. But like, yeah, it's dangerous. I mean, for sure. Even Girls Frontline. Again, I'm not sure that I'll play Girls Frontline 2 for more than 3 months, if that. Will I play it in a month? I'm not entirely sure. I spent $100 on it because I got a character that I know will last me for that much amount of time and then some. It's kind of like, well, did I really need to do that? Did I really need to try to go for this character? And the FOMO definitely kicks in. With Wuthering Waves, though, I feel like it's a slightly different issue because I know that, I have lost 50-50 enough times to be really fucking annoyed with it. And again, I still fucking hate 50-50. I mean, 50-50 is such a fucking shit-ass mechanic. I mean, it's awful. But at least I know that, like, if I get the character I want, then I know that the money that I'm spending towards the weapon, I know that I'm going to get it. So it's essentially just like a very expensive, accessory. But if you look at like World of Warcraft, I mean, like I don't really see that much of a difference between that and spending $90 on a utility mount. You know what I mean? I do think that a system in place to protect young folks from predatory systems. Yeah. I think they're called parents. That's obviously, I'm simplifying it. It's more complicated than that. I agree with you. I do think for young folks, if we're talking like younger than 20, yeah, I think parents. And it's fair. It's fair. Everything you're saying is fair. Oh, thanks, Plasma. But you also know this is like an eternal conversation, and unfortunately, the gacha system is it's not gonna change. Thanks, Tuki. The gacha system is not gonna change. So it's like we either kind of just roll with it and accept it, or I mean, I don't know. It's such a complicated thing. I mean, at the end of the day, like I do think that there are legitimate experiences to be had, and they also it's interesting being on this side of the spectrum because like there's a reason why gacha creators are so successful. You know, there's a reason why gacha creators make very much money, like guild guide makers, you know, people that stream one game specifically, they make so much money. It's a fact. And I actually was at a crossroads at one point where I was like, okay, well, like I actually theoretically could also do that. I could also just play, you know, Star Rail, Genshin, whatever. But I chose not to because I didn't want to lose out on the variety aspects of my channel. So, you know, yeah, dude. I mean, listen, my rule of thumb is if I play a game for 40 hours, I'll spend money equal to that. Yeah, sure. I think that's totally fair. But like Guild Wars 2 is a prime example for me. Like I have 160 hours in it. I've spent much more money on that on skins that I wanted for those mounts that I spent all that time farming for. I had no problem doing that. I don't have an issue. I guess what I've come to realize is that I don't have an issue with microtransactions. Or how they're used. Like I don't mind throwing my money where I want it. But maybe I'm also part. Maybe I'm also a part of the systemic problem with the game industry right now. And this is a really interesting conversation actually because the games industry is so fueled by money, and there's so much money in the games industry, and people spending it freely. You know, that we're also losing out on like quality experiences. And that's why indie is such a big part of, you know, that's awesome. Plasma. Yeah. I generally only spend money on gacha games if I genuinely believe they earned it. Oh, yeah. And I want to support them. Right. I spent a lot of money. It's all right. I'll give it 5 more minutes. It's a good conversation. I don't get to have like meaningful conversation. Well, that's not necessarily true, but I don't get to have like sort of heated conversations that are thoughtful all the time. So I don't mind staying a little bit. If they put Space Marine armor in Infinity Nikki, I'll spend some cash. Thing is, you don't need to spend cash in Infinity Nikki. Infinity Nikki is legitimately a good game. And you don't need to spend any money on it. In fact, like the gacha system and that kind of sucks because in order to get a full outfit, you need 180 pulls, I think it is. You know, like it's so much fun though. Like Infinity Nikki is literally a joy. It's like a joy to play. So like, did I buy a $5 outfit yesterday? Fuck yeah, I did. Why? Because I'm like, you know what? Like that's fun to me. Am I going to buy both the skins and Wuthering Waves when it comes out? Fuck yes, I'm going to. Why? Because they're beautiful. And because for me, it's like, it's a delight to, I don't know. I just really support Kuro. I don't know. Like I'm a Kuro shill. I like Kurobot. I like Kurobot. I like Kuro games, you know? And I think like ultimately it comes down to like, okay, I'm an adult. I'm going to go ahead and say, I want to put my money where it is. Am I saving my money? Am I paying my bills? is everything taken care of? You know what I mean? Then yeah, go ahead. You know what I mean? Like, you're right, Ralph. Thank you. Yeah. So, you know, I think I think that the discussion is always just really interesting. I used to be very neutral on the whole like gacha concept, but I spent a lot of money in Arknights this year. And I was really, I mean, I played Arknights every day for a month. So I was like, you know what? Sure, I'll spend money on this. But I did get that rush. And I did feel that, you know, that hit. And I had to recognize that that's a dangerous slope, even for me. And I'm lucky because I'm in a position where I'm a creator. So like, you know, there are certain laden privileges and benefits, both financially and in the work that I'm doing, that I'm like, well, whatever, right? They're like, you know, it's like a credit card. you're not pre-approved. I mean, absolutely, the value you're going to get from Shadow of the Erdtree for $40 is insane. Or if you look at the 3 DLC packs or Phantom Liberty from Cyberpunk, or the DLC for The Witcher 3, right? As long as your gacha addiction doesn't get out of control, take it away from your needs, I think it's fine. I mean, after all, you get to the, yeah, sure. But also, like, look at Destiny's model. One of the reasons I think why Destiny's like absolutely sucked the last several years, not only sunsetting content, but also just like, you know, oh, you want to do a dungeon? Well, you have to spend $10 on a key. Oh, do you want to? I don't play it every day, but it's on my laptop. So I mean, it's on my iPad. So yeah, I mean, I still play it, but not as consistently. And again, that's another one I don't really regret. You know, I mean, the amount of money, that's like how much, I forget, someone looked at the amount of money required to like actively play Destiny. Well, not actively play it, because you know what I mean, but like to catch up and whatever. So I think all of this really like stems from a bigger issue about like, that's why games like Baldur's Gate 3, this is why we get titles for games like it's a wake-up call. Because, you know, yeah, it's just, yeah, no, totally. Totally. I don't know. That got a little heated, but I hope you enjoyed that conversation as much as I did. I really like talking about it. I like talking about it in a reasonable way. I remember one time someone got into me. They're like, well, what about the kids? I'm like, dude, what about the kids? Like, you know, why does the kid have the credit card number on the phone? What's up, Hack? How you doing? You know, like, why does the kid have access to the credit card? And like, Luba, I get your point about like setting shit on fire in the backyard. Listen, I did it too. Jumping over fucking gasoline, jumping over fire pits and shit. Like 1,000,000%. Like, you know, I had a pretty tame childhood. I didn't do anything too crazy. But like, you know, I had friends that were doing drugs and stuff, and it's like, you know, but like, why is the credit card available on the phone? If we're talking about gacha, you know, it's one thing to be like, my kid wants, I was at Best Buy yesterday because I had to pick up a fix for this camera. And the guy was like, my daughter asked Santa for $1 million in V-Bucks. What's up, Dirk? And I was like, damn, that's like someone asking for COD points. But then I'm like, who am I to judge? Because if they're asking the parent, that means that the parent is being a responsible parent, and is controlling and helping indicate to a kid, like, this is what you get, right? Like for Christmas or whatever, like for a holiday, or like if you want to buy this with your own money, then go to work or get a job or whatever, right? Like, I think like, and I used to also scoff, like, why would anybody want V-Bucks for Christmas? But then I'm like, you know what? The skins are fucking high quality, and they they that's what they want. I mean, like, you know, who are we to judge? For $3, parent could buy their kid child Titanfall 2. Yeah, that's the right answer. So I just think like the whole kids argument is funny. It teaches kids addiction. It teaches kids FOMO. Yeah, no denying that. It teaches kids, but could it also teach kids like, hey, if you know, go to work and no, this is gonna get me yelled at. I'm just teasing. You know, if you go to work and play the game every day, put in your 9 hours, you might be able to. If you want to play this game like a job. But listen, how many MMOs are also like jobs? Seriously. Most people that play MMOs play them every day. When I was playing Red Dead 2, I know it was finite, but I treated that like a 9 to 5. I would get back from dog walking and I would play Red Dead from 2 to midnight every day. Right? So it's like that was a job. I could have been making money, but instead I was playing a video game. Right? Anyway. Casinos are banned even in adults. Yeah, I agree with you. Right. Take care of that bleach, Cookie. Oh yeah, casinos are so dangerous. I mean, like the hit from playing blackjack, knowing that you might get 21. Whew. Now that's a hit. You know, like that's real. It's a real danger. 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. And I think like Wagner was a piece of shit anti-Semite. And I've gotten in trouble for this comparison, but do we throw out all that music because of that, or do we say, wow, that guy fucking sucks? The music's good. You know. Wow, Gacha's shitty and awful and a terrible system that exists. But I have fun playing it. I think like there's nuance in it. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, for real. I don't know. James Levine ended up being a sexual predator. Also one of the best conductors to ever live. Do we throw out all of his albums? Or do we say, man, that guy fucking sucks? But also I like the way that his music, the way that he conducted and the tempos that he used. I mean, like it's so variable. But that's why when people are like, I'm just not going to partake in those games at all, despite maybe wanting to. 1,000,000%. Who could ever deny that? But I think we have this tendency on the internet to be like, well, I don't do it, and this is why. And you shouldn't do it because this is why. And it's like, well, no. Our lives are totally separate. I got into, there was a comment actually on a post yesterday that was like, imagine wasting your time on Infinity Nikki that's a Predator game when you could play like Atelier Ryza or something else. And I was like, because I fucking want to. I mean, like, that's the answer. Because I fucking want to. I mean, like, I don't want to play Atelier Ryza. Why? Because I'd rather play Infinity Nikki. Who gives a shit? Does it affect anybody? So I make videos on stuff. Why shouldn't I? I mean, like, the music in these games are good. You know, people are like, why would you cover that? Because the music's good. I mean, what do you want me to say? I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, the music's good. The music in these games is really high quality. I have a feeling this conversation is going to get me some comments, but you know, I think it's a really interesting conversation. I just do. I just think, like, you know, it's just not as binary as we want to make it, I don't think. Are they different types of games? I actually don't know. Yeah, ultimately it does depend on the person. I did watch the Anfield trailer. Can't wait. Whether someone can enjoy something despite its origins, some people can and some people don't. Absolutely. And that's the power of like freedom of choice and being like, well, this is how I feel and this is what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? But sometimes people believe that their subjective opinion is objective. And some people think that their subjective opinion is an objective truth. And it just isn't. I mean, there are objective truths in this world. I do think so, but most everything is subjective. You know, all this discussion about toxic positivity in the Wuthering Waves community and how our game has a problem and this and that, completely subjective. And that's why it's like, why even get involved in it? None of it's true. You know what I mean? And yeah, and I mean, online discourse has sort of like lost the plot. I mean, like the statements that people make online are so trivial, or like so banal and basic. And I remember when I was playing Silent Hill 2, I got on Twitter, actually, this blew up and it was like, what does Opera Singer have to do with Silent Hill? What is Opera Singer? Why would Opera Singer be in the title? And it's like, well, first of all, use some like deductive reasoning to figure that out, but for sure, okay, for the sake of understanding, like, sure, maybe Opera Singer has nothing to do with playing a video game, and it doesn't, right? And really, I'm at the point where I'm like, should I just switch to like say Marco Meatball? But then that feels really egotistical. Plus, a lot of people, probably most of you, came because you saw Opera Singer in the title or non-gamer in the title, right? 1,000,000%, Luba. 1,000,000%, dude. What was my train of thought? Oh, it was like, dude, really? Like, you can't use deductive reasoning to see why Opera Singer would be in the title? But like that thing blew up and people were like, I bet you he screams really high. I mean, nothing was really cruel or anything like that, but it's funny how, you know, it's like, just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. You know what I mean? Like, why? You know, man, on, and this is why Twitter is such a shithole. But like, you know, even a guy took a girl out on a date. He bought her roses on a first date, and then Twitter yelled at him for doing that. And it's like, shut the fuck up. Like, who gives a shit? You know, why do you care? He just was posting something like, I'm going on a date. Or that girl that posted her whole fucking thing about how smell, there's this whole like smell thing. And I don't care enough to look into it. I just don't care. But I was like, wow, why do you people give a flying fuck about this shit? like who cares? So that's why I'm like, just play whatever you want to play. You know what I mean? Like, just play whatever you want to play. It's just Twitter being Twitter. But even, you know, but I do think that these games, I also think that these games, because of the money and because of the IGN posted gameplay, oh shit, you're right.
Can you keep up?
Whoa. Dude, they are cooking with this soundtrack in 2.0. Look at this fucking stained glass, dude. Dude. You want to avoid this? All right, go. Get out of here with respect. Oh, shut the fuck up, dude. Look at this shit. Oh my god.
Still recognize me? Quickly and swiftly.
Bro.
Take this.
Oh my god, the spin over top, the way that she launches. Oh my god.
Take this.
Yeah, the sound effect, the crystalline sound of the diamond, the red diamond. No, this isn't a leak. This is from IGN.
Still recognize me? Quickly and swiftly.
Look at that musket too. The way that she.
Found your weak spot. You will yield.
Oh, what?
Found your weak spot. You will yield.
Oh my god, you see that effect?
You will.
So it's all like glass.
Yield.
Oh my god, looks like you're just gonna have some. Yeah, I can't believe that's Jennifer English. It is Shadow Hearts VA.
Can you keep up?
Hey! Is that marimba? No, this is from IGN. Oh my god, this soundtrack is fucking good.
Quickly and swiftly. Can you keep up? Look at the stained glass there in the center. Wow, stained glass sword? I love this little piano lick, yeah? Bum, 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 bum. Oh my god! With the percussion now. Oh, they really cooked, guys. They really improved this shit. Nice horns there, too. Yeah, for sure about the wings. It does look like ball strikes. Oh my god, you're right. I didn't even think about that. That Tastic Discords were actually talking. Vetrium Dancer, Warden of the Archive. Can you keep up? A new technique. I'm so tired. My compliments. Still recognize me? Is that it? Brilliant lights the way.
It really does sound Jennifer English, doesn't it? It really does sound... Is that her name? Jennifer English? It really does sound like Shadow Heart.
Found your weak top. The world is mine.
Oh, shoot.
In the name of the Monte.
Oh my god. Okay, this is Rocha.
Mamma mia!
Did she say Mamma Mia?
Mamma mia!
Down with the curtain!
The Olive Garden monster.
We'll improvise. Mamma mia! Avanti! I'll warm up the crowd.
No, it's not leaks. It's from IGN. I'm not sold on Rocha. Mamma mia.
Mamma mia! I'll warm up the crowd.
Mamma mia.
Stunning! Tempest show! Mamma mia! Reborn from ancient roots!
Hey, yo, what? Nice choir. Mamma mia.
We'll improvise. Mamma mia! Avanti! Figurati!
Say avanti.
Improv performance! Mamma mia!
God, I fucking love Camellia, dude.
You will obey.
Yeah, they're definitely not using that full kit for sure. Jesus.
Leave it to me.
Oh my god, it's absolutely Elden Ring coded music.
Unexpected plot twist. Tempest show! Sprout of budding seeds! Up we go, Carol! Mamma mia! A turn of events.
The harpsichord in here. Hey.
Mamma mia! Avanti! I'll warm up the crowd.
Shadow, follow! None shall whisper.
Man, I'm so happy, man. Like, I'm just so happy, dude. Like, I'm just so happy. I'm just thrilled, man. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm a Kuro bot, whatever the fuck, but oh god, it's so good. It's definitely one of my man. I'm so happy. So good. So good. Oh, God. Mamma mia. Yeah, so we're going to be streaming this a lot, okay? And my stream schedule is Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, 9 a.m. each of those days. So I'm really, man, I'm so excited. Obviously, I don't know how often I'll be playing, but at least a couple of weeks. I mean, I would assume at least a month of Wuthering Waves plus all the other stuff I do, right? Like, so, as a variety channel, I do tend to fluctuate a lot, but man, I'm so excited for 2.0. It's not even funny. It's cool. No, the update's I wish it's January 2nd. I really think that if they really nail this landing, I'm just so happy for them. I really have I really think they're going to stick this landing. I don't know. It's cool. I like Metaphor, but unfortunately I'm if you watch this video I'm making later, that I'm uploading later about my experiences of the year, I'm sort of over turn-based. I've sort of lost my zhuzh for turn-based games, which is sort of sad since I grew up with those games. I'm much more into this sort of action RPG action style. The codes, what are the codes? The codes are what were the codes, guys? If you have the codes. Still, it was Echo Event. I probably won't because I gotta go. But it's get ready, off we go, join Carnevale. Yeah, unfortunately I can't do the web event right this second, but yeah. All right, gang. Well, I think that's good. I think we'll I hope that you're hyped as I am, and I will see you on the 2nd of January. I think maybe even the night of the music's great. I mean, the vocals, the vocal music of Metaphor really pushes the genre forward. I think vocal music. Yeah. Wuthering Waves 2.0 is going to be insane. Thanks a ton, everybody. If I don't see you, we have one more stream on Monday, which is a bunch of video game music quizzes. But if that doesn't interest you, then I wish you well. I wish you a Merry Christmas if you celebrate. I wish you a Happy New Year for sure. I'll see you on the 2nd. So take care of yourselves. Thanks for the great chat. Hopefully, those of you watching the VOD as you're skimming through, hopefully you're finding something interesting to talk about or to listen to. Yeah, what a great morning. Thanks a ton, everybody. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.